I don't mind at all. So we should each record like an outro. Like, so for whoever's episode it is, like, hey all, you know, it's me. I'm telling you, thank you guys for watching that last one. You can find all my stuff, yada 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 yada. Stick around, new episodes coming up in a minute, you know, just like a minute.
You don't like when we fuck up our outros every single time?
It's my favorite part.
It's actually more for the video, like just a video break, I guess, not necessarily for the audio. But yes, it is fun screwing up outros. Hey, let me share this since we haven't been around in a while.
Oh yeah, I suppose people might want to watch.
Let me also pull up my chat. I already had one person reach out. They're like, "Are you guys recording tonight?" And I was like, "Yes." And she was like, "All right, it'll give me something to do because I'm on quarantine."
Oh no.
I think it's just self-quarantine.
Stealth King. That's just called arson. Stealth King. Collective dumpster fire. That's just
Man, I'm not gonna lie. Feels good to be back.
Yeah, it does.
I never thought
weird. Last week was weird. Like I jumped in to put in my topic. Like I got a topic. Oh, never mind. The one time I'm on time with a topic.
Yo. Netflix just dropped the holiday movies that made us.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's Nightmare Before Christmas
and Elf.
An Elf.
Yeah. So yummy. Can't wait to get out of this fucking studio.
Well, you're in for a long session tonight.
I'm doing my topic and I'm out.
Bouncing.
Well, it's a good thing we made your topic last.
And Emmett Otter just hit Prime, so like
what?
That shit's been hard to get on DVD. So
I got a funny story about Emmett Otter.
I'm gonna let the child see Emmett Otter soon.
I watched Miracle on 34th Street last night for the first time.
The original or the remake from like
original.
the 90s?
No, it's
Dope.
47.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Shit, yeah, it's good.
You mean the holiday classic that everybody loves?
You know,
one of the top 5.
That's pretty good.
Not everything holds up, and some things get overhyped. You know, I'm just saying, Christmas Story it's all right.
There's a good 80-year hype on that movie, you know.
Yeah, when the hype train lasts this long, it might just be good.
See, now I'm gonna fire all of you and just bring Kruggles on.
No. Krugs, you're 100%. Christmas Story is dog shit. I couldn't.
But there's
agree
a lot
more
of hype
with
on that too, and there's a lot of people who love it. I'm just saying, not everything.
Oh yeah, and you know,
I'm a big fan of Holiday Inn.
Holiday Inn's good, dude.
Yeah,
I like.
You guys are all wrong. I just need to just clear that up real quick before we start the show.
All right. Well, I'm glad you cleared that up because it's time to start.
Yeah, please do. Please do, Tony. What are they wrong about?
Everything.
Yo, don't forget you can talk over the intro. I just want to remind everybody you can unmute.
You're listening to Almost Daily Discourse with your perfectly adequate hosts, Mike, Phil, Tony P, and here with today's topic is Charles.
Hey, everybody. It is almost the end of 2020. We can see the light at the end of that tunnel, and that light is a dumpster fire rolling your way. I am Charles McCall, and it's good to be back here on ADD. Just in case you forgot, all the special guests on my show are Philip Keating, Tony P. Henderson,
yes, sir,
and Mike of Motorhead.
What up, boys?
Oh, my goodness.
If you did it bad, I don't know the lyrics. I'll tell you what to do.
Oh, it is good to be back. We've got a lively chat going on over here at twitch.tv/almostdailypod. And I'm trying to find the topics right now.
What's another Motorhead song that's not Ace of Spades?
Oh, yeah. That's the only one I know. That's the only one I know. Ace of Spades. Ace of Spades.
feel like it's the only one most of us know,
Yeah.
or at least the only one I know. I'll speak for myself.
It's the only one I like.
Overkill's not bad.
Call Me Baby, I think.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Little Kid, like good holiday stuff. We're not going to rehash all that jazz tonight because we're moving on. We're moving on. It's December. We're getting out of here. And before we get into the almost predictable topics that are coming up tonight, I've got one you won't predict.
Wow.
Wow, what a
skill-
piece of shit.
What skill or talent do you want but will never master? And I'll kick it off to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Because when I told Tony, we just happened to be on the phone, I was like, yeah, here's my topic for this week. He said, oh, we've done superpowers. Like, no, it's a real world thing, Tony. Mine is definitely, I will never.
We didn't just happen to be on the phone. He called me. I don't know.
What?
Yeah,
Ew.
right.
No, here's how
That's
you
what I'm
answer it.
saying.
What an
Here's how Tony
asshole.
God.
answered. Tony goes, don't feel special. You got 5 minutes. That's it. That's how he answered the phone. And then he hung up in a minute and a half. So, but I've always wanted that super strong singing voice. I mean, like the Adam Levine's and Adele, and just that voice that cracks and you hear that energy, and it's like that'll never happen, right? That's never ever going to happen. But I hear it, and that got me thinking about what talent or skills. It can be anything, right? Building decks or actually climbing rock walls in your house, whatever it is that you can't be skillful at. I just always felt like music. And we'll get back. We'll probably circle back around to it. But I felt like music was the magic of the universe, and the people like Freddie Mercury, right? People with those kind of voices are the top masters of that magic, and I wish I could do
Ah,
that.
yes. Adam Levine, Adele, and Freddie Mercury. The Holy
just
Trinity.
The
names.
Holy Trinity.
Yeah.
That was that moment of like, well, I know we took a week off, but who's gonna jump
got
on
this
that?
first?
You guys, me? I mean, whoever.
I saw the three of us just like fucking
Just-
eye dog, and all of us just like,
Just
all
all
right,
of
who's
us
gonna
is
get
ready.
it? Who's
Yeah.
gonna get it? First off, you can't have no in your heart. Life's a garden. You got to dig it. Okay, Charles? And there's a lot of shitty singers out there that have made it big.
Oh, I was the
I'm
second
not
half of
saying I
that.
can't-
Is
I'm not
amazing.
saying I couldn't work on it and get decent, singing. It will just never be that level.
Well, sure, but like, you can't have no in your heart, dude. I mean, look at Bob Dylan. He somehow made it, right? And he sings like shit. Yeah, I've heard you sing. Yeah, that's right. You can't write, Charles. I forgot fucking Georgia education system. But that's the thing, right? I mean, I've heard you sing before, Charles. And as much as I hate to give you a compliment, you're not great.
Never
No.
said I was though.
But
Were you guys playing chicken? What was going on? where were you in which you heard Charles sing?
We're doing two drunk game.
me and Charles sing at each other a lot.
Yeah, we do. We'll get drunk and get happy and start singing stuff.
It's weird, but true.
On a similar vein, Charles, funny enough, I'd love to be able to dance, but like not just kind of dance. I don't want to be like kind of like I want to be like every now and then.
Name
The last
Holy
time I remember
Trinity.
this happening,
All right, the Holy Trinity, Twitch, Michael Jackson, and
Who
Bozo
was the first
Fat.
And
Twitch.
who is Twitch?
Who's
Are you fucking kidding me? You want to
Twitch?
dance and you don't know Twitch. So you, oh my god,
The Holy Trinity.
Twice?
And you gave my own Holy Trinity.
Yeah,
I
'cause you
Googled.
were-
Twitch
Well, Michael Jackson.
is a web streaming platform. Twitch. Their website is twitch.tv/almostdailypod.
And that shit
Apparently,
pops and locks, man.
According to Kruggles, he was on So You Think You Can Dance.
twice.
And Swan says he's incredible. Is he a part of the Jabberwockies?
no,
Then I don't care. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's
They don't
Michael
have names.
Jackson, James Brown, and see, I'm gonna go
Riverdance.
back. David
Rupert Everett.
Elsewhere. I don't know if you guys know David Elsewhere, but you're gonna get on me because I don't watch some reality TV show.
Dude, come on.
Um,
Everybody knows Twitch except you.
Look up. Did you get chat? Oh, well, I guess Kruggles and Swan know Twitch. Everyone
Yeah,
else,
but
you guys
Swan's
know
a fucking
Twitch?
dance teacher. Like, come
Oh,
on.
that's true. Yeah.
She knows the indie artists of dancing. Like I can name the entire sub pop artist lineup. She could do the same with dancers. It doesn't
Gotcha.
count.
Well, maybe she knows David Ellsworth. David Ellsworth's a little old. He was like a breakdancing champion for a while.
Get
But
culture,
anyway.
Tony.
Anyway, I'll never forget. I was at Dragon Con once, and I met this woman who like danced at Disney, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I can dance a little bit." I was like, "Yeah, cool. You know, Dragon Con's a great place." And we're at this party, and she's like, "All right, I'm gonna go dance." Okay, cool. And she just like goes to the circle and just destroys everybody. I was like, "What the hell did I just?" And just completely wreck shop. And this was like years ago, like 5 years ago. One of the dopest things I've ever seen. And I want to be that person. I want to be like, all right, yeah, I'm going to go dance and then just destroy people.
Yeah.
And
I
make
can't wait.
nobody else want to dance after that. Like,
I
that's
can't
just,
wait for Step Up 6, Tony P.
yes. Oh,
It's
my
like going to an
goodness.
open mic and talking to the guitarist next to you, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna go play real quick," and it's like Jimmy Page, and he just fucking shreds up there.
Next up on the guitar is Steven Vay.
Me?
Vay? Is that how I pronounce this? Everybody give Steven a warm welcome. Thanks so much for coming out, bud.
This first
This is
time
the first
here.
time out.
So yeah, that would be cool to just dance
man.
and
Crush a
destroy
bunch
people.
of noobs.
Yeah,
Brutal.
pretty much. Pwn them all.
Brutal.
Well, bud, you're an arcade dude. Just go fucking learn DDR and then just roll up. Like James Brown, you have somebody grab your cape before you get on the bar.
Honestly, though, at Dragon Con, if you did just the DDR moves to like a song, people would be like, yo, that guy, he's got a perfect score right now. Like, they wouldn't even need to see the lights and shit. They would just know.
Well, I suck at DDR too, so let's just be real. Like, I know. I'm sorry, guys. I know you thought I was doing all right. No, no.
Oh, fuck. I don't
don't
have a
dance.
suggestion for you, Tony.
Yeah, I'm a wallflower. I just,
How about Just Dance, Tony?
Yeah, the
Swan
game.
Oh, that's
that up.
right. I, as Phil said 2 minutes ago, and I completely blacked out. Swan's a dance teacher, so sure, we'll start there. We'll get it there. We'll get it there to
Hell
some Lady Gaga, and I'll move the controller around. That's how Just Dance works.
Yeah,
right?
we'll get
It's
you
like,
a Wii, and you can start on the Wii and work your way up.
I actually have a Wii U you could borrow. But that's the levels, right? Just Dance, then
DDR.
or Dancing with no, Just Dance, then Dancing with the Stars, then actual dancing. That's the levels we're working you through.
Gotcha. I mean, if Carol Baskins can do it, I can get there.
You know?
You just gotta
There's
kill your
that.
husband. And you'll be
I'm
set.
on it. Worth it. Worth
Get
it.
to kill your husband, and then you get
Worth
on
it.
Just Dance.
What about you, Mike? What's a talent or a skill that you want?
I want to
but will never
slam
master?
dunk so bad. Like, every time I see a fucking basketball hoop, I want to slam dunk.
Do you wish you were a
Every
baller?
single no, I just want to be able to dunk. I don't
You
give
wish
a
you were a little
shit
bit
about playing
taller?
basketball. No, I don't care about any of it. I don't care if I had a girl in a Benz. I won't call her. Like, I'll text her because I'm a
Nice.
normal human. But like,
My man.
all I want to do is dunk. Oh my god! Like,
It's
I
all right.
want. We go skate at the park, like we go skateboarding, and I'll see a basketball hoop and I'll be like, oh my god, all I want to do is slam dunk a basketball. That's it.
Mike, you Tony Hawk
Charles.
this shit. You put your
I
you
jump
do one of those Walmart
as hard as
roll
I
up
can.
basketball goals, put it at the end of the half pipe, come up, slam it, skate back down. You got this,
So-
man.
So we used to do like my nephew had one of those raise and lower basketball hoops, and
Mhm.
like we would go up incrementally, right, until we
Right.
couldn't dunk anymore. And like, it's the best feeling in the fucking world to slam dunk a basketball, even on like a 6-foot hoop, 7-8 foot hoop, whatever. To be able to just like park your car, dunk, and then get back in the car and drive away would be so rad.
So, Mike, I have to admit, Danton was number 1. Duncan was number 2. It's basically
Nice.
the dancing of the court, you know.
Right.
Dancing in
But
the
the
sky.
The problem is people that can dunk don't just go and randomly dunk. Like
If I
me and
could, I
you,
would.
we would stop and let me go dunk this real quick and take pictures. Everyone else, they don't do that. Like, it's just not a thing.
Do you think it gets boring? Like, do you
It
think
can't.
if I
There's
could
no
dunk,
way.
I'd be
There's
like,
no way.
No,
think
no,
there's no way. I
no
think
way.
there's
There's
no fucking way in the
no way.
world.
I mean, come on. That's why there's N1 competitions, right? Because no matter if you can dunk, then you got to put some fucking flair on it.
Yeah, you got to put a little bit of stank
A
on it.
little bit of mustard.
That's right, a little bit of heat.
Did you grow up, Mike, watching the dunk competitions?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, those are the great.
These pumping
you-
up the shoe,
Dude.
like the D Brown dunk where he pumped up his shoe first. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Spud McKenzie.
Spud Webb, like
Spud McKenzie was a dog.
5'4" or whatever.
Spud
5'6".
McKenzie.
Wait a minute.
Yo,
They were the same height.
Air
You know,
Bud.
Amazing.
Airbud.
Air Bud.
Ah, you got me.
The trifecta.
Oh, no, it's Air Spud.
You have the original party animal, Buds McKenzie, Dominique Wilkins, Dr. J. We all know.
It's the Holy Trinity.
Damn dunks.
So,
Oh
Dr.
my
J.
God. Now, I'm
Oh.
gonna ask you: have you seen the newest dunking competitions?
No, I haven't. I haven't
Oh,
watched a
it's
dunk
crazy.
competition since like, I don't know. What's his face with the huge shoulders that played for the Magic?
Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard. Yeah, since like the last time he won with the
You should-
Superman cape.
Don't watch the NBA ones. There's one. They're on ESPN, but they look like they're an indoor street court. Like they'll play 3-on-3 street ball or whatever.
And one stuff.
Yeah, it must be. Yeah, and those are some seriously crazy dunking competitions.
Yeah.
So,
God.
it must be
That's
fun.
the thing that I would like. I can't do that. I wish I could do so bad. Like,
Bill.
and it's not out of like my realm of possibilities to be able to dunk. Like I'm 6 feet.
Yeah, but you're no Michael Jordan, and you can't. I mean, that's the whole point. We can learn these skills, but we can't be those masters. you
Oh
know?
yeah,
Yeah,
no,
six-
of course
6
not.
feet.
I'm never
That's still
win
a tough
dunk competition.
that's
but,
still
like-
a tough jump, man. Like
Yeah.
6 feet is tall compared to the average person, and that's still a difficult jump to get up there. Or to get see, this is where you start getting greedy. I don't want to just dunk. I want to get, like you said, Dwight Howard, put the sticker up on the backboard.
You can always just, keep a little trampoline in the back of your car, right?
There's no room with the skateboard and the climbing gear and the basketball and the bricks. Like, where am I going to put the trampoline?
in the front seat next to you. 'Cause
Yeah.
Krugels doesn't need
Steph's
to
going to
go.
be so mad when she has to carry this trampoline around.
She's gonna have to sit on the luggage rack. That's what it's there
Well,
for.
no, you set up an escargot and throw it up top,
Yeah.
and there you go.
I probably still couldn't do it. Then it would just be worse. Because there was I brought the trampoline. Yeah, I see that, but
you still only get the bottom of the net off the trampoline.
No. I
Dragon
like to think that
2021.
you sit out there just waiting, making sure nobody's around, right? And you finally go out. You lay the trampoline out. You stretch. You dribble a little bit. And as soon as you go up and you miss your first fucking slam dunk, there's just 2 or 3 people that just showed up out of nowhere, and they're just like,
And it's your high school crushes, obviously.
obviously.
You're talking about that adjustable height goal. I had a low one for my kids when they were toddlers and stuff. I used to just dunk on them all the time. Tell them take
Feels
the trash
great,
out of
right?
my house. It does. It's like, screw you, you little midget. I got this.
So
Yeah.
we used to set up a small basketball net on the edge of the pool, and one person would jump in as the other person would throw, and we would just have those dunk competitions.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh God, those were fun times.
Yeah. What about you, Phil?
that's
What's your
classic.
skill or
That's a
talent?
classic one, the pool dunk.
The pool
yeah.
dunking.
Or
dunk
full size
competition was
trampoline
so good.
dunking. Yeah.
For me, there's a couple things, but I think the top one is to play the piano. I never had formal lessons to play piano, and I can noodle around on it just fine, and I know the different chord patterns, but I don't have the ability to read music, and I have a lazy left hand, so I can't do much with my bass hand except just play bass chords as the right hand plays on top of it. But there's always been that that regret of, 8-year-old Philip telling his mother that, no, I don't want to take piano lessons. I play the drums. Why would I want to do anything like that? I already play a musical instrument.
Stop living my life, Phil.
And so now I hate it because, like, I have a nice, 70s synthesizer in the basement. And other than making silly noises through it, I can't properly play it. I've got a pretty big reach. Like, I have a little bit over of an octave and a half on my hands,
Christ.
which would be fucking perfect. But I there's something about it mechanically that just doesn't work with me.
Serious question: who took piano lessons as a child? And Phil, you're like, nah, you just turned yours down. Or
Well,
did you
yeah.
take them at some point.
No, my sister took them. We had a piano inside the house, and I could listen to music and then reproduce the melody on the
I
piano.
wish I had that. I wish I had
But
Me too.
But like actual sitting down and playing, bass chords with my left hand and playing the melody on top with my right hand, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Which is funny because like playing guitar or any kind of string instrument, it fucking comes second nature to me. But as soon as I get down on that bench and start trying to
Sure.
play anything, it doesn't work out the way I want it
It
to.
is a different brain path for that. But on that note, because Steph says her dad does it the same way. He just listens and plays. Back in the 90s, my cousins were not allowed to listen to any kind of rock music. I could listen to a little bit, but their parents were actually stricter than my parents, and they couldn't listen to anything except when they came to visit us. They got a little bit more relaxed and let them do stuff. And so, Under the Bridge had just come out, Red Hot Chili Peppers, or maybe been out a little bit, but my cousins were just hearing it. And, it's got that classic riff at the beginning. And my cousin heard it one time, picked up a guitar, and just started playing it. I've hated him forever, and I've disowned him, and he's going to rot in it. But it's like that comes to a different topic of wasted talent, right? Of people who can do, crazy good stuff and actually have talent and could play and do and actually be great at it, and they don't.
Or they were good at it, practiced it, and then just walked away from it.
and just walked away from it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
just because you're good doesn't mean you're interested in it,
or you like it. Yeah.
Yeah, gotta be fair. Because I went through that for
I get
ages.
it.
I have a buddy of mine who is like a brilliant drummer. And I was like, dude, how'd you learn? I just picked up sticks. Like, what? Fuck you. And he stopped playing, and I was always like mad for him. And I was like, well, maybe he doesn't like it. And, like, I didn't think of that. I was like, no, you gotta play. You're awesome.
Yeah, but also drumming is a pain in the ass, and that's why I gave it up when I got out of middle school, because it's not portable, right? And you don't want to just bring your fucking practice pad with you because you look like a little idiot, little drummer boy hitting this little pad that makes no sound. So I get it. Like, that's really what it was for me too. It was just like, I want to play music, but I hate putting my entire drum kit into a car and driving it to my friend's house.
Also, I don't know if this happened to you, Phil, but I was tired of my ADD making me drum on literally everything, and constantly being yelled at for it. Because like I would just like constantly be practicing like paradiddles and like
I still do
slams and
that.
shit, like
Yeah, my flam taps and paradiddles, I still literally drum out constantly.
so fucking annoying. And
Like I'll be driving and my thumbs are doing fucking paradiddles on the steering wheel as I'm driving.
yeah, all of a sudden I'm in my head. I'm going
too.
paradiddle,
Paradiddle.
paradiddle. Like it just the worst. Triple it. I can't break it once I start again, and so I had to like.
Sorry to break years of therapy right now for you, Mike.
Yeah. Just all of a sudden, you'll be just massaging Stephanie's shoulder. She's had
Yeah,
a
and
long
all of a
day.
sudden,
Just start paradiddling on her. Yeah.
It's got weird. It's got
Drummer
weird.
turned masseuse. You're sitting on a gold mine,
You
McFall.
are. You are. Sing it. I have a buddy, Johnny, who, I mean, because the thing that you want to do, right, when somebody can do it and they don't, that's when you get upset. I mean, I think it's just basic human nature. And back when American Idol first started, my buddy Johnny was living with me. We're in Athens, and that boy can sing. That boy, he's like, if you ever go to karaoke, there's some bad singers, there's some okay singers, and every once in a while somebody comes out and goes, holy crap, why are you singing karaoke? That's him. I mean, no matter what, he could be just like half-assing something and it blows you away. And like, dude, you've got to go try out for American Idol. They brought it to Atlanta or Athens or something. He would not go do it. And that's the thing you're making the point of. He will sing all the time, just to himself. He doesn't mind getting up and performing in front of people. He'll do that, but it wasn't his passion. I'm like, you're killing me, Smalls, because it's my passion, and I can't fucking do it.
Yeah, my brother's the same way. Got the voice of a goddamn angel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like cooking. And so he's like he runs a kitchen and he loves it. But the whole time he's singing in the back and all of his employees are like,
Why are you
really?
here? Yeah.
right.
Singing chef? You're sitting on a gold mine.
give me the holy trinity of singing chefs. Go.
The Swedish chef.
Oh,
All Purdue, yeah.
I love that you went with the Swedish chef instead of your brother, but okay.
Going back to Phil's thing, the piano is kind of like the dancing and dunking. Like if you show up somewhere and there's a piano, you can just like go. Like no one's gonna stop you.
Dude, if you're wearing a hat,
case, like, oh, there's a
you're gonna
piano.
make
What's
money.
up?
So, like,
You know?
when I lived in Lancaster City, the local art college there had a project where they were taking piano donations, having each class paint the piano, and then they put 15 pianos throughout the entire city, just on the street, just on street corners. And that's exactly what would happen. You would be walking home from a bar, and there'd be a guy just sitting there fucking playing to nobody, and then next thing we know, there's 10 to 15 people around him. It was awesome.
Yeah.
But
That was
also
one of
I
my
hated him
favorite
for it.
things. When Steph was living in Denver, like we would go down and like just watch these nobodies fucking kill it. And like other buskers would like bring their instruments like to the pianos and like they'd start these like impromptu jam sessions. And it was just so rad.
Yeah.
But also, get out of here. If you're not the guy or the person rather on the piano, you roll up with your like banjo. Get out, go. Then not today. This isn't your day.
Well, it's about time for me to show some love because I've loved this conversation. I want to say somebody we haven't mentioned in a while, and I don't even know if they followed us to this show. And they used to listen to Breaking the Pen all the time. But our good friend Frank and crew over at the Toy Power Podcast, they're amazing people, still part of the Giant Size Team Up Network. And those guys, Trent, help me out, Phil. Trent,
Darren,
Daryl.
No, it's Ben,
Darren,
Frank, Trent, and Darren.
Yeah, Trent.
Isn't
Trent's
this
a
your
diva.
segment?
I wasn't going to name him until I tried to name him. So what, Tony? So what? The Holy Trinity of Toy Power Podcast is Frank and Mrs.
All four of
Allen
them.
and me. All right, so there's that. It's just, there we go.
Yo, one of
that's
the
it.
dudes was on Lego Masters.
Yeah, I don't talk to him
That's-
anymore.
That's insane to me. That's just
You know
Yeah.
what? You know why we don't talk to him anymore, Tony? Because he refuses to book the con mods to take us around to Lego conventions for him. You know, it's just, no, fuck Trent. He's all right, whatever.
is that a thing? Is that what he's doing now?
Yeah.
Lego cons?
No,
if he's not, he should be.
There's a global pandemic. Nobody's doing anything.
No, no,
Virtually?
if you live in Australia, there's no pandemic in Australia because the snakes and the spiders fucking ate it. So he's fine.
Because they have a responsive government.
No, they don't. It's just like ours.
I think it was all the fires that killed the COVID. Isn't that what happened in Australia?
That is what happened in Australia. All
We
right.
didn't start the COVID. Okay, where's my notebook?
You're sitting
on
on
to
a million
All right.
ideas.
Well, he
damn
goes to
it.
write this song. You can find us almostdailypod@gmail.com. Go ahead and write us in. We'd love to hear from you. Anchor.fm/almostdailypod. Facebook.com/almostdailypod. All that good stuff. You can find me at charlesmcfall.com. And here, of course, on Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern, on twitch.tv/almostdailypod. We'll be back with, I think it's Tony next. Or it's Phil. Phil's doing the fake blowjob sign, so I guess it's Phil's next. All right,
It wasn't
we'll be
fake.
back in a minute. Oh,
This show sucks.
Somebody hit stop.
Heyo.
All right.
And see, right here is where you could play a little video of like, hey, thank you guys for watching. Bloopity blue. Did we update our notes?
No, nobody has updated shit in the notes.
Not really.
Oh my
I thought because Charles, you were like, you're not going first. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
no, I just pulled it from Discord and put it into the StreamYard.
There was nothing in
banners.
anything.
We're supposed to check the banners to know who's going next.
Because Tony was up first in the actual show notes.
I got this. I'm telling you who gets to go. The next topic is, where would you live if you had a remote job? That's who's next. See?
Okay,
So-
so that is
Yeah,
you,
'cause
Tony.
I'll be honest, I was like, wait, what are we talking about?
Sorry.
Time to shuck and jive and come up with something.
All right.
All right, yeah. No, that makes sense that I'm next because then the last two kind of go together.
Yeah, that's kind of what I want to end on the high note, and of course the predictabilities of it all. This is my brother Daryl.
Whatever happened to
He's such-
Can you
predictability?
imagine it turns into Christmas season and we don't talk about fucking Christmas on the show?
Like,
Only a,
come on.
only a goddamn
I'm sorry.
screw.
If you live in the United States, Christmas season started September 15th.
No,
so,
it doesn't.
No,
it doesn't.
it
Most
starts
of
the day after
I'm sorry. Do you not
Thanksgiving.
go
We
to
talked about-
Walmart? It absolutely
we
fucking
talked
did.
about this on an episode that you missed, Charles.
Yeah,
that's
right.
what it is.
Miss
I
it.
remember now. Yeah.
Well, we
I-
brought
I
Nick
got
Cosser in,
benched.
who was reliable and
Busy.
showed up.
No. I recall I argued with Stephanie, and all of a sudden I got benched for 3 fucking weeks. Stephanie and Emily, I argued with them. They're like, "Nope, you can't come back. Take a break, bitch." I'm like, "Okay, fine,
Charles, I'm gonna
I'll
need
go."
you to calm down, dude.
Yeah, seriously, Charles.
You made me take
Hey,
a
so
week
stop-
off. There's no calm.
Charles.
There's no
Somebody's
calm.
listening. I got a YouTube ad that says Lego is hiring in your area.
Hey, Alexa.
That might actually be sweet.
Yeah, I'm on the job hunt, man. I'll check it out.
Do you think they put that up in every area that there's like a Lego store? And like you find out that it's just for fucking like
It's just retail.
Retail
yeah.
management.
Yeah. Yeah.
oh they got
Stealth
me
King likes
again.
your background, Tony.
I'm mad at Stealth King. I don't care.
Ah.
All right. I guess we ready?
I'm pulling up videos.
shout out to
of-
Bean before we hop into the next one. Bean got the Rona, and he still came to join us this
Oh
week.
no, for real?
What the
Yeah.
fuck, Bean?
So
I think he got it last week, is what he's saying. So we took the week off and he got
Mhm.
Rona.
yeah, he was bored, so he went out on the streets and like contracted a fucking pandemic virus. I blame Charles.
I didn't see that, man. That stinks, dude. I hope hopefully, or you're obviously better enough to sit here with us, but seriously, man, I hate to hear that, but glad you're doing better. I'm
What's
assuming
up,
Since-
B-mail?
because then
No
it's
sense of taste and
awkward.
smell should help you with this show.
Yeah.
David Ellsworth. Yeah, when I looked him up, I had seen that video before, but yeah.
It's kind of old. Like it's kind of old, but it doesn't stop me from, wanting to be him. And his name's not even
Sure.
Elsewhere. He's just a big fan of the
Yeah,
TV show.
yeah.
Imagine if your last name was fucking Elsewhere though, and like you were just like an insurance adjuster or some shit, like not a breakdancer. I'm Chris Angel, and I'm here to make your sandwich.
Like, what do you do?
Oh,
Nothing.
that'd be
I'm a
great
sandwich
topic for the show.
magician.
Yeah, that would be an amazing show. These people with the crazy names have done crazy things in entertainment and history, doing mundane jobs
Yeah.
like tax assessor.
Right.
David Elsewhere, bricklayer. I mean,
All right.
the world needs walls, right?
Mm. Now you're getting dangerously close to politics. But hey, you ready to go, Tony? And we'll hit your intro.
No, but let's do it.
Let's go, Tony.
You are listening to Almost Daily Discourse with your perfectly adequate hosts, Charles, Mike, Phil, and here with today's topic is Tony P.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? It is good to be back. I've missed you all last week. I've just been over here practicing my paradiddling, getting that down packed, getting it extra para and extra diddle. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for, as we record the Almost Daily Discourse. I hope everyone enjoyed your little holiday break. Everyone, anyone? You can, yes, no, you can chime in.
Oh,
Oh,
to
man,
us?
I was
I thought you were
Yeah, I hope
talking to the listeners.
I hope you all, no, I'm sorry. No, they don't ever respond.
Well,
Listeners,
neither do
I hope
we.
you-
So
I hope you enjoyed your holiday break. And if not, whatever. I can't do anything about it now. Thanks, B-Mail. B-Mail and chat had a good Thanksgiving break. I appreciate you responding. So
What a
for my
guy.
topic this week, I as you guys know, I don't bring topics that I think would be entertaining to the listeners, the viewers, or even those on the panel. I use this, if I have to be here, I'm going to use it as an opportunity to help myself. So I recently, that's why 2 weeks ago, the episode of, what can I do to look better was a hit. Because I just,
Hey, what if you were in the market for a new used car for you, with a budget of like $15,000, what would you be looking to buy? The topic.
just
Yeah.
interested to hear what you all think.
Tony, I was like, what if you were taking somebody you love to Vegas for the first time? Where would you see? Just asking for a friend.
If you were going to watch something on Netflix this Friday
Tonight.
and grab some food, what would you watch? And what would you eat? I'm just
Let's
curious,
say you lived, in Georgia, just outside of Atlanta somewhere, specifically in the zip code of whatever it is I live in. What would you order from Grubhub tonight?
You
but
joke.
what is it you're actually talking about?
No, you joke. That's a good topic. I'm look for that next week. Next week we're gonna jot that one down. But personally, I'm changing jobs, and by changing jobs, I mean I'm leaving one job and looking for a new job. And so I literally have an
Great
opportunity
market for that.
to go anywhere. Well, a lot of jobs are remote, so I could get a remote job. I can go anywhere. I have an opportunity. And so I'm just curious if you guys could live anywhere. Realistically, I need real places. Don't get out of here with the moon. I'm not
Because
moving to.
Austin's out. All right, got it.
I'm not moving to Eternia. Yeah, I go to
No
Eternia.
Canada.
No. What real actual place, if you guys can move anywhere and work from home, would you move to?
Great question.
Let's start with Mike because he spoke up. You're like the kid in class. He put his head up like, this one has something to say. Like, I really
So-
didn't, but
Right now, a buddy of mine is testing this theory out where you can live anywhere. He moved to Korea in March. He works for a company in Boston.
nice.
And he is just working Boston hours in Korea
Ooh.
because his boss doesn't know he's in Korea.
So
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
How will they know? They'll know. How will they
Cat-
know? They'll not know.
So here's the thing: where he lives, they like trucks drive by and make announcements in Korean all the time. Like we'll be hanging out on Discord playing video games together, and all of a sudden I'll just hear like, and like I have no idea what it's saying because I don't speak Korean.
I didn't know that the people in Korea speak the same language as the teachers
The
and the
Peanuts parents,
Yeah.
yeah,
they're-
the Peanuts adults. But
But
like,
what about you, Mike? I'll say that's a real survey. Where would you live?
so
what is
I
Buddy in Korea?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I actually told my boss the other day that my short list right now is San Diego or Brussels, Belgium, because like we did an 8-hour layover in Belgium a couple of years ago in Brussels, and we saw the city in 8 hours, and it was magic. You can get from Brussels to London in 3 hours on the train, or a 45-minute flight. Like it's the middle of it all in Europe, and everything is accessible from there. It's so amazing.
Hey, and you
I don't
might
know.
run into Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I don't know if
The
you just saw
muscle
the
from
crazy
Belgium.
face I just made, but it literally, and this is my realistic short list, I just told my parents over the holiday break, I was like, dude, if you can go anywhere in the States, San Diego's where it's at. And they're like, you thinking about moving? I was like, I don't know, I might, because they're also thinking about moving. So we're trying to coordinate it. And then I don't think I said this on air, but I taught you guys before the show, I have a friend in Belgium. And so I don't want to hear how awesome it is, because it's like, yo, I might like, someone said, if you visit and you love it, will you come back? I'm like, well, yeah, I have stuff here, but like,
Hey, I'll
know.
pack your shit up and mail it to you, dude. I got you.
Dude,
I would never trust that. I would never see it again.
yeah, I'll mail you everything I don't want to keep.
Yeah.
Right?
Like I got
And then
you.
blame it on postage.
Blame it on UPS. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
What
my fault.
happened
It's
to my-
DHL
what
International.
happened to my 40-inch monitor? Oh, it just showed up in behind you. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, I put the return address where the actual address goes.
But with more and more jobs becoming remote, I mean, that's a realistic, like you said, your friend in Korea, what does it matter? You know, what does it matter where your physical body is? Someone in chat said, would you have reliable power and internet? Yeah, let's assume that, that it's,
Yeah.
Somewhere where I could continue to do work. Phil, yourself? If you say San Diego in Belgium, I'm gonna freak out.
No. If I was gonna stay in the States, I would move back to Maine. There's just something about Maine of the being so like cut off from the rest of the states, right?
You just want to be close to Anthony Reid from Adventure Incorporated.
No. I would
Yeah.
I would not go anywhere near him. But
Maine's
there's
not
just
that big. Like,
it's big enough for where he can stay in one part and I can stay in the other. Like I lived in Kennebunk for a while, and it was pretty dope. It was a
Very
coastal
good.
town up in Maine. You could take a bike ride down to the beach and all the little shops down there. But it had heavy winters, and I really enjoy the snow. So like heavy winters and semi-decent summertime weather up in Maine would be pretty great. And also like it's kind of tucked away from everyone else. So I could see myself doing that in a heartbeat. If I'm going to leave America, I don't know why you would, but if I was forced to leave America, Luzerne, Switzerland. I went there on vacation for about a week, and it was an experience. It really was. I hit up Switzerland, did Italy, and did Germany, and Switzerland's the one that really stuck with me the most. It was fun. It was clean. The Alps were like no more than an hour away, which is funny because like the trip from the top to the bottom of the Alps is
like-
a longer trip time than you driving to the Alps. But it was just something that I never experienced because like getting off the plane and getting into the actual city, the air out there was just, it felt different, right? It felt cleaner. It felt like for the first time my sinuses were like, what is this oxygen? What is this? I'm not used to this. So I think those are the two places just off the top of my head that I would go.
and it has your snow, like your precursor.
Yeah.
I have a question about Maine. I've heard good things about Maine. There's a Portland in Maine, right?
Yes, there is. It's
Yeah,
south
I've heard.
east.
heard good things about that. But my
Very cool
question:
place.
are there not white people in Maine? Like, I don't want to be like, all right, like, it doesn't matter, but I don't want to be the guy, you know?
I think you would be the
So,
guy up in Maine.
You know how on
Oh,
this
Tony,
show,
you got a good time. I can't do New England accent.
What
Never
the
mind. Fuck
that
off.
what the
was-
fuck was
That's
that?
a train wreck. That's a train wreck of a bad accent of me
no,
saying
keep
Tony has a
doing it.
tan
Keep
all the
going,
time.
bud. You got
No,
this.
I
You're
don't
like
got
right
this.
there.
We're
No,
gonna
don't
workshop
know.
that one. Yeah, we're gonna
Did you say don't you know? Like you're from fucking Fargo?
Have you ever heard someone from the Northeast before?
Oh,
Habaya.
only.
You gotta watch
only
Departed, you
Kurt.
dumb dick.
Only Kurt, who does talk like this and like a
Can we,
regular American, you know.
Can you edit a live podcast? Is that possible?
Yes, actually, you certainly can.
So anyway, yeah, no, in all sincerity, like, I'm like, oh man, I heard Maine's cool, but I don't want to be the brown guy. Like,
Yeah, you probably will be.
we
You
gotta
would
stay-
be.
Your circles.
Tony's here. Now we got to redo the entire census. You know, like, I don't want to be the
pretty
prince of Minnesota, you know?
I mean, if you're Prince, though,
But
of
I'm not.
anywhere,
Like,
of
yeah,
anywhere,
Yeah,
that's
you're
pretty
right, Mike.
fucking good.
That's pretty dope.
But I'm not. That's the problem.
I would
That's
move
the
it. I mean,
problem.
in Maine, you might be.
Mhm.
Like, I would move anywhere that would make me the prince of that place.
I mean, so just so we're clear, I mean, you know, the artist, the basketball,
Yeah.
bathe yourself in Lake Winnetonka prince. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Not the princes of Maine and children of Europe or whatever it was the dude said, Michael Caine said in the movie when they were going to bed.
Mhm.
You know what I'm talking about.
Sure.
Don't make
Sure,
me
bud.
Google it. Charles, yourself.
That's a tough one. Bill hit it on the head with I would choose to live wherever my wife chooses to live. And I mean, it's hard for me to imagine because you really have to go out on a limb going, okay, she's not that attached to her family. You can live anywhere because she's super attached to her family. And that's why we live where we live now. Honestly, I do love Atlanta. I love the city. I love that it's the international hub of the world as far as airports go. That and New York, Kennedy in New York. Both of those are the two major ins and outs on the East Coast. And I just love Atlanta. But I've
We just
always
ignoring Philly Airport.
yes, because it's
Oh
shit.
yes, it's a
Yeah,
shithole.
It's-
Well,
It's
it's
so-
terrible, but it's also like every flight.
Hartsfield is the prince of airports. All right, shut up.
I honestly think Hartsfield's the busiest airport in the country.
I think
Really?
it's
Yeah.
close to the busiest airport in the world. But
Yeah,
it's definitely the one in
honestly.
the country. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, no, it's cool. It's a good hub. It's all this. And I'm used to the area, but I have seriously always wanted studio apartment. And when I say studio apartments, I don't mean just a 1-bedroom apartment. I mean a studio that you can do recording and stuff like we do here in and live nicely in all the major cities. I want to hit San Diego, London, Tokyo.
Brussels.
You guys can
I
drop
don't
in.
know
I'll
about
be
Brussels.
hanging out. Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind having one in Germany somewhere. I don't know what city I'd pick though, but yet 'cause I haven't thought that far. But that's the thing. Is like I wanted to be able to be a world traveler and always have my pad that I could crash in that was mine and a studio to work in at the same time. And that's where I would do.
So you're talking, I think you thought the question was like, if I hit the lotto, you know, like I'm not going to have a place and a pad here and go there. Like
Well, the only other
It's gonna
answer
be-
is I got to live where my wife is, and she ain't leaving.
it's going to be
leaving
one
the
place
area,
and then
so.
like,
Yeah, but
I'm going to pick
what
one
if
place and that's it.
your wife doesn't want to live near you? So like, then what do you do?
Asking for a friend.
Then I'm moving to Columbus with Tony. I'm renting out a room.
Phil, have you?
No,
Um,
Tony's going to Brussels for a while.
Tony didn't say no, so it's a done deal. I get to move in with Tony. That's the deal.
Tony made
Tokyo's a
face-
good one.
Tony
Yeah.
made a face of horror. That was enough. He didn't have to speak. So Stealth King in chat said, the governor in Vermont signed a bill where they'll pay you 10 grand to live there, but work for somewhere else remotely. This is going to sound pretty bougie.
Yo,
10
A
grand ain't
month,
enough.
right? Right, like a month, right? Like Vermont's cool. if you love ice cream and doing nothing,
Snow.
Phil,
Beer.
actually, you might fucking. I mean,
No, I'm good.
consider it.
They got the cheese.
I've been to
right?
Vermont. I'm all right.
Isn't that a thing? Like a
Yeah, they
Yeah,
got cheese.
Fargo, Vermont. Yeah, there's a big cheese town.
But yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I'm
I've
not.
always loved Japan and Japanese
He means-
culture.
Cabot.
That's one place where my imagination fails me is how to imagine not living in Atlanta, but actually living in another country. Because at least I understand the basics of how America works, right? I've been here all my life. I could figure out. But I don't like the basics. The basics. But
Generally.
living in another country where I would love to learn a language, but you're fish out of water, right?
Oh my god.
What?
Could you imagine Charles just
In
walking
Japan?
through Tokyo? It'd be
Yeah,
like
I've seen
fucking
Big
follow
Bird.
the bird.
I mean, Big Bird in China. Absolutely.
Oh my god.
So
God damn.
that,
They're just calling him Shrek in Japanese as he walks through the
oh
town.
Shreku, Shreku,
Tony. No.
Shreku.
Oh Jesus.
No. Okay. Krugel said Big Bird was in Japan. I saw the one where they did the China when they went to China and they had the Barkley and Big Bird and they went down the Chinese Wall, Great Wall of China, all that jazz. So yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, it's amazing.
She also said if she can recommend it living overseas, it's fortunately for me, I Swan and Chad's at Kaiju. That is more
Yeah,
accurate.
no, that would be yeah.
Kaiju. I was lucky in that I was an army brat. You know, I didn't like choose to live in Germany or anything. We just got stationed there. And yeah, it was amazing, man. It really made me who I am, opened your eyes to a bunch of stuff. And I don't mean this facetiously, but like there's a lot more to the world than just the United States. And a lot of people, if it's all you know and see, you don't think about it, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like I said, I got lucky to have that opportunity. So yeah, it's awesome. And believe it or not, the language, you start to pick it up, you know, if
I'm
if
sure.
you're immersed in it.
Yeah, imagine.
You don't really have a choice.
Exactly. You learn bit by bit. I could order
If
some
you-
candy like a mofo, man. I had that down.
You're gonna have to learn.
Yeah. Well, a lot of major cities, you know, though there's areas you can have multi languages in, but I'll say Tel Aviv, at least in the fall, it was heaven. I mean, the weather and everything when I visited there, and Tel Aviv was a really great city to be in Israel, and Haifa is another good one. But I think that I just don't know. I'm just immersed in my life here, and it's hard for me to imagine, you know, not being tied down without kids and be able to go anywhere I want in the world, Tony. I'm not you, man. I can't do. I don't know.
I'm
Phil?
working an apple orchard remotely from Switzerland. I mean, come on.
It's a really long picking pole. Like,
Yeah, I have a
really-
robot with an iPad that just roams around the fields. Pickerbot 5000.
It's an odd blessing and a curse, Charles.
I'm sure. Yeah.
You know, everyone. It just like my friends who are married with kids are like, dude, that's the greatest thing ever. You can just go wherever you want.
Yeah.
And then I'm also like, yeah, but I can also just go wherever. And it's like, meh, you know, like it would be nice to not have, if I didn't have that opportunity, it would mean, you know, I had a wife or some kids or some, you know, crap tying me down.
That doesn't
And that's
mean you
nice
could
too.
move, but yeah.
You know, and that's nice
Tying
too.
you
It's nice
down.
to have that, you know.
I mean, yeah. No, I was giving you a hard time. You're right. No, there's a balance there. But I mean, no, there's people who move with families all the time. I did like St. Louis when I passed through it. I literally, when I say passed through, I drove through it and went, man, this is a really pretty city. I'd like to come back and visit and see what's going on here. But I don't know, man. Atlanta's my home.
It's kind of how I felt when I went to Salt Lake City. Right? Salt Lake City is an interesting grid town that has Google Fiber everywhere. You know, on one side, it's the salt flats of Mad Max, and then on the other side, you have the Rocky Mountains. You know, it's
greatest
this
snow on earth.
I know the weirdest, you know, little community, but it was also like as I drove through heading up to Snowbird, I was like, God, I wish I had more time than just a weekend in this place to kind of really see what this town's all about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I love
Tony.
Salt Lake. I think Salt Lake is one of the coolest, coolest places to visit and not move to. I couldn't live in Salt Lake, but I love going to be there. Y'all know this about me. I get bored when people aren't a little tipsy because I don't feel like they open up and like get on my level. You know what I mean? When you haven't had a beer or two, you don't really get super loose, and it can be hard in Salt Lake for that to happen for people.
Pennsylvania has stricter liquor laws than Utah.
Straight edge
Shut up. You
jack
serious?
off over here wants people to be drunk around him all the time.
Yes, Charles, because then you get out of your own head.
That's why he gets along with us so much.
Do you know that Ted Nugent started the straight edge movement? But let's continue.
Do you know that Botch is never sober?
No, I'm being serious. You can fucking research it. But
How does Mike get out of his head? That's what I want to know.
Right.
You know, you want everyone else to get out of their head. What gets Mike out of his head?
That sounds like a great topic.
For next week when we
That sounds
talk
like a
about
show from the 90s.
what I want to
Mike's
eat for
head.
lunch. That was
Or
Herman's head. That was Herman's
know.
head, by the way.
Thank you for getting the reference, old man. I
Yeah, with
appreciate you.
Yeardley Smith. Yeardley Smith was in that one
Yeah.
of her few live action
Hank
things when
Azaria
she
too,
still
right?
when she still had to work. Yeah, like,
Where do you think she works remotely from, Tony?
last thing I'll say is I forgot about New Orleans. I actually love New Orleans. It just
I
has a
spent some time there.
cool vibe. As you guys were talking, I was like, I need a place with some sports teams and a casino, and I'd be good with
yeah.
that. And it's New Orleans literally has everything, man.
New Orleans.
fuck New Orleans.
It's New Orleans to me, Charles,
It's,
in my heart.
It's still
speak
New
English.
Orleans to me.
I think I lived there for a year and a half. I mean, it was really,
Really?
little, but yeah. Yeah, my dad did
Really?
seminary right there in Metairie, Louisiana, which is just outside of Nolens.
Yep, I know Metairie. But yeah, I've never lived there. Like, it's always fun when I go.
And
Which is a
sometimes
lot
it has
of
ocean
places.
in it, Bill.
Oh wow. Oh,
Still too soon.
oh, Bill. Bill. I'm gonna wrap this up because that's
Well, no, can I ask
So-
you a question before you wrap it up, Tony?
sure.
Because this was great and positive and fun. But what's like the
No,
one
it
thing
wasn't. Not the way Bill wrapped it up. It became
That's true.
depressing and sad.
what's the
He
one
broke
thing
the
you,
levees of the show.
Damn him.
what's the one thing you can't live with? Like, I have friends outside of Portland, Oregon, and they have snow 9 months out of the year. And I'm like, no, that I can't do that. What's something you will not deal with in an area?
Are you talking to everybody?
Yeah.
I never thought of that.
Other people is your answer, Tony.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
9 months of snow sounds pretty bad. I've never lived anywhere with regular snow. So I think I'm past that point. Like, I think I'm past the snow is cool phase.
Overcast skies during the summertime is the worst. It's the worst. Like going out and it's gray and shitty out. Ugh.
So like London.
Yeah, the Pacific Northwest, like I couldn't do it. I couldn't live
Yeah.
in Portland. I couldn't live in Seattle. I just
Yeah.
Those both sound awesome to me. So as I live this goblin life that I do, I've adapted to everything that I hate, right? And B-Mail brings it up. Humidity. I hate it. I hate it so much, but you can't get away from it. So you just have to deal with it. And I'm sweaty and you're sweaty and everybody's miserable, and there's nothing we can do about it.
How do you survive when you come to Atlanta?
I am real bitchy.
That explains it. Yeah, I've noticed. I just didn't know it was the humidity.
And to be honest, Tony, like the first year that I did that cosplay with Maria and we went as Mario and Luigi, like
Oh, you fucked up, dog.
dude, I fucked up hard. I didn't wear a fucking Under Armour underneath that fucking suit. So like I had a long red sleeve shirt on. I had an overalls on, right?
buddy.
I had an actual tool belt with a giant fucking monkey wrench that was real, right? So it like added 10 more pounds to
Yeah.
me. I when I first started out in the morning, it was really great because like a lot of young kids were still out and I took a lot of pictures with kids. But as that day went on and people like the kids started disappearing and it was just adults. And they were like, "Oh man, it's fucking Mario, man!" Just like, get the fuck away from me. "Oh, let me take a picture with you, Mario." Don't touch me, motherfucker. Like I'm
And that's just Dennis. you were
I am
talking to.
heated because of the humidity, and I'm heated because you are near me.
Didn't Maria have like shorts and a short sleeve shirt?
Well, that's the thing. She was like, "Well, I could really like." I know how to sew. I could hem your shit up and you could have like overall jorts. And I was like, nah, I'll be
Yeah.
fine. I'm going to do it the real way. And like 10 minutes in, I was like, you done fucked up, son. You fucked up hard.
As Emily in chat said, she was unprepared for the heat of Dragon Con. Guys, it will get you. For anyone traveling into Georgia in the summer, it will knock you out. This is the last thing I'll say before I wrap up. I had a friend who visited from England. It was my friend's girlfriend, actually. And she visited from England and got physically ill. Like, we almost had to take her to the hospital because we were like, what's wrong? And she's, it's the heat. It's like, you're not hydrated enough. You're not prepared. She lived in England her whole life. It was her first time visiting the States. And she came to, the death zone that is Georgia in the summer. And it literally almost killed her. Like it's that bad. So stay hydrated, kids.
And the first time I went to Dragon Con, I was tricked into a false sense of security because the hurricane pushed all the humidity away as that hurricane went into Texas. So, like, I come down and I was like, fuck these bitches. Look at all these bitches around here bitching about the humidity all the time. I've got this next year. I'm going to be the greatest. You'll see. And then I melted like fucking Frosty the Snowman.
Yep. But all three of you could probably tolerate winter and snow a hell of a lot better than I can.
That's probably true. Yeah.
I mean, I grew
But
up.
you're a bear. But you're a bear, Charles.
No, his dog is Bear.
Oh.
I see the confusion
No.
because they share a last name.
No. You son of a bitch.
Oh, got him. You got him.
Tony, show some love, man, before
I loved that reference.
You even breathe like him. God, it must be
It's-
hereditary.
It's good to be back. It's good to be back, fellas. So again, love that joke. And you know what else I love? Our song, Atlanta Gay and Lesbian Chorus. I have some friends who are a part of it, and they are doing a virtual concert on December 19th. You should check them out. They're on Facebook. You just go like their page, and then you'll get notified when they do the virtual concert. It's totally free. So you don't even have to leave your house. You don't have to pay any money. You can just hang out, get an awesome Christmas concert from the comfort of your own home. Again, that's our song, Atlanta Gay and Lesbian Chorus. Also featured in season 1 of Queer Eye. Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Was it Miles? Was it Phil? You watch? Was it Miles who was in the church? Black dude, like tall black dude with a bald head, and they were like, "You can join the chorus." And he joined the chorus.
Yeah.
They gave him the shirt. Yeah, I think it was Miles. Anyway, it's the same chorus. So yeah, check them out. Again, December 19th. And season 2. Jess Stu in chat said season 2. Why does she know that? Because she was in the episode and she's a part of the chorus.
Oh, it's dope.
So yeah, check them out. Facebook, the link's in the chat. And if you're checking stuff out, check us out. You can check us out on, I don't know, YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and the Insta and the Gram and the Space. all that stuff. You can find us and listen to us and watch us. Email us, whatever you do. Let us know what you think. Let us know where you would live if you could live anywhere. Because seriously, it's not just for engagement. I need the help. I need you guys to give me some suggestions because I'm struggling and I'm kind of stressing out over here. So let us know. And if you're watching live, don't go away. If you're listening, drive carefully. And we will be back with another episode. But first, hey, we're not done. You thought we were done. You were clicking stop. You're like, why is he still talking? The episode's over. Because I forgot to promote myself, because that's what I do. I think about everyone else. You can find me on YouTube at youtube.com/Tony P. Henderson. So write all that stuff down. Check all that stuff out. And we will be back after a break.
I like to think that next week, Tony's topic is building a proper resume. What tips do you guys have to build a great resume?
What are some of your resume? What would you critique?
What are some of your soft skills that you're going to put on your resume?
Let's just say in general, right? Like, let's say you worked in insurance for, I don't know, like 10 years ish. How would you categorize what you did? Great topic, Tony.
I didn't know you were bringing this topic, and I almost did throw in the, hey, if you're going to Vegas and taking somebody who's never been, what's the one thing you would do?
The Cirque du Soleil show, is the answer to that question, Charles.
Okay. I don't know if we're going to do shows. We have a very quick turnaround, but I'll
do the late show because it's a fucking fever dream of a show. Okay. There's people on fire. They fall from the ceiling. Like, it's crazy. It's magnificent. Is awesome. The best thing that I've ever seen ever.
My other suggestions include, it may not be open, but the Bellagio buffet is like the greatest buffet in the country. When I say buffet, it's like $50 a person. So don't think Golden Corral.
I've been to Vegas. Aaron hadn't been to Vegas.
Gotcha. So Bellagio buffet, highly recommended. The Neon Graveyard is cool. The Pinball Hall of Fame is amazing. It has every pinball game ever. And then Fremont Street. Don't sleep on Fremont Street.
Fremont Street's pretty cool.
Yeah, a lot of people just stay on like the big strip and sleep on Fremont. And Fremont's just cool to hang out, and it has cheaper tables. That's my list.
I know. So we're staying at the Paris because Aaron wanted to stay on the Strip, which is really
of course you have to stay on the Strip, like one of the main hotels.
Well, I mean, I'm always about finances, right? So I like the Caesars family of casinos and always have. I've stayed at Rio a couple of times, stayed at Harris a couple of times. But so the Rio, I mean, it's dirt cheap to go there right now because it's off Strip, right? And she looked at it and she's looking at us. She's like, no, I really want to stay on the Strip. I'm like, cool, we'll do that. It's the 20th anniversary. This is do it right. And
if it's your first time to Vegas, like you got to do that. Like, it's just, it's a thing.
So of course we're across the street from the Bellagio.
And then I was gonna say, and then you got to see the water show, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely. As she already knows that. I think the Bellagio has a garden inside of it that looks amazing online. But we're writing out a bunch of different things to check out. And
dude, you can literally like just for like 2 days. Just walk through the casinos. Like,
I know.
Literally. Because they're so big and they all have different themes and crap. And there's a fucking lion. Go see the lion in MGM. Go see the whale. And the other place has a damn whale.
Yeah. Like sharks at Mandalay Bay.
Mandalay Bay's got the shark. Yep.
Can just literally walk around from place to place. Grab a drink. Look at some stuff. Walk around.
Well, she's a huge fan of Vanderpump Rules, and Vanderpump has a bar in Caesars across the street. So we're gonna make a reservation and go there for drinks one night. But I mean, we're flying in late Friday, and then we have all day Saturday and some of the day Sunday because we're flying out Sunday afternoon. So it's a very quick turnaround. I know and we gamble, and so that's gonna be
That was my next question. Do you gamble?
Oh God, yeah. We used to be big gamblers till we had kids and couldn't get away easily. And And that's the cool story while I wait for Phil, is this being the 20th anniversary. 2 years ago, we went on a trip for an anniversary, which was a
Hold on.
hotel
So
across
it's your 20th anniversary.
Yeah, it's our marriage.
Okay,
anniversary.
okay.
Yeah.
You were saying I thought it was like 20th anniversary of the Caesars. Or yeah, got it.
No.
You and Aaron's 20th marriage anniversary. Got it. Awesome.
Swan.
Yeah,
good. I hit the jackpot, Swan.
Or you lost.
The house keeps everything.
Before kids, we used to go to Biloxi because it's about 7.5, 8 hours from us. So driving it a day, spend a couple days down there, come back fairly cheap, fly it fairly cheap, all that jazz. Then once we had kids, it's harder to get that far away. We'd go up to Harrah's in North Carolina, Cherokee. I have worked at Harrah's more than I've played at Harrah's, doing shows and whatnot. But so I started thinking. So 2 years ago, we went to a hotel across town because she wanted to be closer to kids in case something happened, and her brother has anxiety and all this other stuff. She's like, "All right, we're going to do something that's a little special but safe." So last year we went to Lips drag show, which is amazing.
Was that last year already, dude?
Yeah,
was that for your anniversary? I'm not like. It seems like it was 2 weeks ago, because I remember you're like, we went out. It was super fun.
We're almost last year, but yeah. January is our anniversary, so yeah.
But
this
still,
January,
okay,
yeah.
got it. But still, 11 months ago. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. And then so I started thinking about what can we do this year, and I asked her. I was thinking about Harrah's, but I hadn't said anything. It's like, how far is too far to go? And she immediately went, "Are you thinking about gambling? We can go to Harrah's." I'm like, "Fuck yeah, 20 years, baby, 20 years, we got this." And then her brother, so we're planning Harrah's, and Harrah's is stupid expensive because it's on the East Coast. It's utterly drivable. $500 a night for the weekend at Harrah's. Yeah.
For which weekend? Was that
For
New Year's Eve?
Weekend? No,
Fuck
any
that.
weekend. Every weekend. It's $500 a night for Friday and $500 a night for Saturday. I know. Then Sunday goes.
$1,000 to be
I know.
North Carolina?
To be on a reservation in North Carolina, yeah.
They know it's North Carolina, right?
But that's
they
the
also
thing,
know
right?
nothing's open, right?
Yep, and nothing's close. So Harrah's is very central to halfway up the East Coast. I mean, Virginia might be
Fuck that.
not Virginia, but Philadelphia might be the splitting line of we could go to Atlantic City or we could go to Harrah's. But
no.
But anyway, no. I'll just say,
no.
But no, Harrah's is proud of their shit. And then but check this out. So it's $500 a night Friday, $500 a night Saturday, $112 for Sunday, $74 a night during the week.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
and that's for any room.
But I mean, I get that,
Crazy.
but like I used to go to Charles, I didn't know you gamble. Now we got to talk like casino places.
Talk.
Used to go to the IP in Biloxi.
Yes,
and I love IP.
the Imperial Palace.
And
that's
you could get a room at the IP on the weekend, like $100, maybe
Yep.
150 if it's some kind of a popular weekend.
Yep.
Because, and they understand how casinos work. They're not making their money on the rooms,
Right.
Like, so during the week at the IP, it's like $40. They don't care, So just to hear
they'll copy
500,
that shit.
like I said, unless that's why I was like, oh, it's New Year's Eve. It's like a event. Michael Jackson's there.
It's the weekend,
after
like
New
New Year's Eve when it's dead.
Back from the dead.
Yeah.
I'd pay $500 a room for that.
But what's really funny, and then we were going to do it because we can only do the weekend and it's 20th anniversary, blah blah blah. But then her brother, as she's prepping him for, we're planning this trip in January and this and that, he goes, "Well, it's your 20th anniversary. Why don't you go to Vegas? I bet flights are cheap." And sure enough, for less money than just driving up to Harrah's, we got 2 tickets to go, for 2 people, 2 adults, right? That's what I'm trying to say. 2 adults to fly out to Vegas, stay in a fucking 800 square foot or larger suite in Vegas for 2 nights and fly back. And we're paying about, I think it came to like $800 for flights and
Less
hotel.
than going to North Carolina.
Less than going
Right.
to North Carolina. Yep.
So that's just like a studio apartment for you, right, big guy?
That's the studio apartment I'd have in Tokyo, my friend. But the Rio for the same
800
money,
square feet in Tokyo, by the way. It's like 6 million at least, right? Like,
baby, the world is mine. I can pay for it. It's all right. But at the Rio, Tony, I was going to stay in a 1,600 square foot suite with 180-degree windows just because I could and it was cheap. But she wanted to stay on the strip, so it was all right.
Again,
Yeah.
first time I'm with her on that one. First time you
Yeah.
gotta stay on the strip. You gotta look
yeah.
out your window and see Vegas,
Yeah.
And first time in Vegas, you gotta gamble $1 in the airport slot machine.
Oh, you know,
Yep.
They're the worst.
Yeah.
They're
Yep.
they're
Yeah.
you should avoid them. They're the worst, but you got to, because how many?
Yeah.
When do you get a chance to gamble in an airport?
Yep.
All the
Yeah.
stupid stuff. Like, you just got to do it.
If you go to Philadelphia, every time you walk 1 foot into it, it's always a gamble what's going to happen.
I spent
So-
a month in Philly. It's fine.
Talking to my parents, I was like, "Oh, I have friends here. I was like, I got friends around Philly." I was like, "I'm not doing that." They're like, "Yeah," like, and they're from Jersey, and they're like, "No, avoid Philly."
Oh, fuck Jersey. It stinks. I mean, no
Tony,
lie.
I will
it
say,
stinks.
Austin's a rad city.
Austin's on my list, in all sincerity.
Come to Baltimore.
Are you going to Baltimore, Phil?
I go to Baltimore every week.
Oh,
That'd be a reason to avoid it.
Baltimore's a
I would
rad
say-
town, dude.
I would say, Tony, don't
Baltimore's
move away
dope.
from me, but I don't come visit you anyway. It doesn't matter.
I've been to Baltimore. Baltimore was actually pretty chill.
It's a good town.
This was back when Ace of Cakes was still popping off, but I'm sure it's still around. It's just the show isn't.
Yeah,
hot
Baltimore's still there. Yeah.
Oh,
No,
we
the
might
Ace
be
of
going
Cakes.
to. It looks like we're going to go to Hart and Huntington for Aaron's first tattoo.
So I was gonna. You were talking about the bar she likes, and I was like, oh, that's like they have a Hart and Huntington in
That's the first
the
one.
Palms.
Yep.
it's in
no,
the
it's
Palms.
in Caesars now. It was in the Palms. It's now in Caesars. They moved.
Because
it.
Sebastian, Sebastian, go to bed in bed. He loves Hart and Huntington, and so we went to the Palms just
Yeah.
to check him out. And funny enough, it's like this big. Like, it's the tiniest
Oh yeah, it was
place.
tiny. Yeah, a couple years ago when I went to a podcast conference, I went and visited it. We watched
But-
all the episodes of whatever that show was called when it was the reality show.
But they had
about
a
that
Star Wars
Star
slot machine, so we got some Star Wars slots in.
There you
We
go.
checked out Hart and Huntington, and then we kept it moving and went to the next location.
Yep. So, all right.
Oh, last thing, In-N-Out Burger. You got to get some In-N-Out Burger.
Okay.
All right. I'm
All
done.
right.
no, you don't.
No, you don't.
Motherfucker.
All right. Well, okay, guys, don't tell Tony, but he eats shitty food, so I just ignored it anyway.
I won't tell him. I won't tell him.
I
That's
like
just for you
Little
and me,
Caesars,
Charles.
but not Subway. It's the same fucking thing.
No,
right.
they both suck.
All right. Tony just put his camera on pause and walked away.
I did the old trick where it's just a loop. Like,
All right. That's that. And it is Phil coming up now. So let me put the marker in and we'll do this.
Oh.
You're listening to Almost Daily Discourse with your perfectly adequate hosts, Tony P., Charles, Mike, and here with today's topic is Phil.
Holy shit! Welcome back to ADD, a podcast about pondering. I'm your fucking host, Philip D. Keating. The rest of the raccoons are here with me, and today, since it is December, it's time. It's finally time. We can finally
Let's
talk
go,
about
Phil.
Christmas. Let's go. So,
Let's go.
I love Christmas. If you're watching here live at twitch.tv/almostdailypod, you see that my Christmas tree has already been put up and started to be decorated. I love it. I listen to Christmas music constantly. Bob's Burgers just dropped a Christmas record. That shit is dope. But with good Christmas music is Christmas music that really makes me want to fucking kill myself.
Just slaps, right? Hits different, yo.
I hate it. I hate it so much. And everyone's got their own songs, right? A song that I think is atrocious may be Mike's favorite song of all time, even when it's not the Christmas season. So I want to talk to you guys about what's some of the Christmas music out there that you just cannot stand. I'll go first.
no, I'm confused. I'm sorry. All Christmas music is bad. right?
Tony,
So
you could just take a knee.
we're just
Sit
naming
this-
Christmas songs.
You could just take this one out, bud.
So just name songs.
I know this
Okay,
doesn't
got
help.
it.
I know
I
this
stand
doesn't
with
help you
Tony.
secure a job, Tony. But goddamn, I'm a Beatles fan.
Yep.
People are like, "Oh man, you must love Paul McCartney." That's false. There's a lot that I hate about Paul McCartney, especially "Wonderful Christmas Time." I cannot stand that song.
Oh God.
That
no.
song kills me. From a musical standpoint to a lyrical standpoint, front to back, side to side, that entire song drives me insane. And I know so many people that are just like, no, dude, that's a really boom 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 bum bum bum
No.
boom 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 boom. No,
No.
cannot do it. Cannot do it. And like I said, I knew it was my.
don't hate that one.
Oh,
I love
God.
that one.
I knew it. I knew it. Like I knew I was gonna bring this out, and you would be like, "No, see, I listen to that year round. I love that song."
It's a good song.
And there's
Hey,
some
Bob.
coming up in chat that we'll talk about, like,
Yeah, somebody gave-
Santa Baby. There's no good version of that song. It's
No.
gross and
Okay.
weird, man. I
It's
just
weird,
cannot
yeah.
stand it. But Mike, I'll start with you.
OnlyFans.com/Santa Baby.
That's probably a thing. Don't go there. Miguel, what do you got?
Or do.
It's Christmas shoes.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
What? So Jess in chat said that. What is that? I don't.
So
Let me quote.
Hold
a
on,
line
hold on.
here, Charles. I mean, Tony.
No, you're right. I know what you're gonna say. Us sexy people look alike. That's why you get me and Tony confused. But I also know I know the song because I grew up in the damn church.
Sir, I want to buy
okay.
these shoes for my mama, please. It's Christmas Eve, and these shoes are just her size. Could you hurry, sir? Daddy says there's not much time. You see, she's been sick for quite a while, and I know these shoes would make her smile. And I want her to look beautiful if Mama meets Jesus tonight.
Whoo! It's a slammer. That song fucking kicks.
In the most depressing holiday of the year, where people really suicide rates skyrocket, that's a #1 Christmas song.
But
And the
not
whole
only,
goddamn is depressing.
but that song when that came out took over the airwaves on like traditional radio. So much that like that song gives my mother a physical reaction of just tears. So as the good son that I am, on Christmas one year I gave her a mixtape which was just that song 26 times over.
Oh God.
when did this come out? You say it was popular. I've
Late
literally
90s?
90s,
maybe?
it was in the
Yeah.
90s.
2000. The year
Really?
2000.
Well, that's right on the edge of the 90s. That's why it
We
feels like
had
90s,
gotten
Phil.
past Y2K. Computers were safe. The best version of Windows had come out, and still we were punished.
Yeah.
I am not familiar. I will not be familiar. Like, you know, a lot of times you're like, oh, I didn't know that. And then
Do
like,
not
let me
be-
go check that out. Like, no, I'm just,
Okay, so now I have a mission. It's going to be like a Tony personal advent calendar
yeah.
where every
yeah.
day I'm going to send you a different cover version of Christmas shoes.
Wait, there's covers? There's not just one horrible version of, it's like it sounds like the Holocaust jingle. Like, yeah, let's all sing about, you know, some of the crappiest stuff
Wait,
you can think
Wait,
of.
wait. Is that a thing, Tony? The Holocaust jingle?
Sitting on a gold mine.
Bill,
No,
you gotta
no,
write
no,
it
no,
down.
no. I'm
This
not
is the
writing
third
shit
one.
down. No,
Bill,
I-
this is the third
it's
one.
not
That's
the Holy
it.
Trinity.
The
No,
Holy Trinity of
The
Holocaust.
Holy
Go.
Trinity of songs.
no.
It just sounds like the most depressing thing ever. And I can't believe someone would choose to cover that.
It is
I'm
so
going to
depressing.
enlighten you. I'm going to enlighten you. Christmas shoes is a good one, man. It's so bad.
It's the worst.
And the
It
fact
is-
that the person made so much money off of it and probably
So
didn't
much
give
money.
any money to like cancer research makes me angrier.
can't possibly have, right? Like
No,
I'm
no
sure
way.
that the private jet like is doing wonders for spreading the message and whatever, but
Also, I'm not the most well versed in the Bible, but Does Jesus judge you by your shoes? Is that a thing?
American Jesus does, yes, Tony.
He's like, oh, look at these
Pores.
bobos over
Pores
here. Like,
is the word you're looking for. Pores.
Look
Get
at the
outta here.
pores. Wow.
Get out of here, pores.
Mike's white privilege is coming through tonight.
Are those
Classic
Ikes?
American Jesus.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you wearing Ikes? No, I'm sorry. You gotta go.
You gotta go. You know that's IP theft. You gotta get out of
is
here.
that what the gate's about? Is that where they check your kicks? Like,
Yeah.
oh, Mama's not
if
gonna
Mama
make it.
doesn't go to heaven in Crocs, she ain't gonna get in.
You can't slam dunk in heaven if you're wearing bad sneakers.
Yeah, if you don't got them Reebok pumps from the legit ones, forget it.
Knowing that song exists and hearing the lyrics literally just ruined this whole thing. Like, I was like, this is gonna be funny. I'm like, that sucks. That's why I hate Christmas music. We got to get it out of the way now. Someone in chat, this wasn't on my list, but someone in chat, Mariah Carey is All I Want for Christmas. That's like on the top of the list of all the bad Christmas songs.
Song's a bop. Oh
and
my
you know
god.
it's coming.
I love how
It's
TikTok
like-
is ruining that song, though.
Oh, it's
Instead of-
TikTok's fault?
No. They're making it better, but for people who like it, they're ruining it because it builds up to All I Want for Christmas is You. Because All I Want for Christmas is, and it breaks out into Wet Ass Pussy, and it hits, and everybody's face is like your face, Tony. Everybody's face is your face. They're about to sing You, and then it's Wet Ass Pussy, and it swallow it, gobble it, and it's like, and it fits, and it's hilarious.
All right, there's
I
my
love
third
running
song.
things for people.
Yeah.
Going on the mixtape.
What about you, Tony?
Do they know it's Christmas? That European almost like Live Aid where they
No,
got
it was Live
all the-
Aid, wasn't it?
No,
I
Live Aid
think
was
it-
in July.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like Band-Aid. Thank
Hey,
you, B-Mel.
okay.
Band-Aid.
Yeah.
And they were singing about Christmas in Africa, and it was like, oh,
Yes.
there's no snow. Do they know it's Christmas? And I never liked the song, but as an adult, as I went back, I was like, oh, it really is kind of weird and offensive. Like,
Yeah.
they don't know. They don't have calendars in Africa. They don't know how the days work. They don't celebrate holidays. The only way you know is if it's snowing, and it's not snowing. So how would you know? B-mail in chat. It's borderline racist. It is, absolutely.
It is.
It's at best it's colonial, but like that's
And it's not a good song. I'll let it slide. Like, yo, that's really offensive, but it jams. No. It's not even good. There's no excuse for it.
Yeah.
Charles,
Yo.
what you got? I know you're
at the
sitting
top,
on
buddy.
a throne, my dude.
Yeah, start on the top and then work your way down your list.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's start at 12 and then work our way down to Pear Tree.
Okay, that one fucking sucks. I hate 12 Days of Christmas. It can fuck right off. I worked in a mall at a Chick-fil-A during Christmas. And all they played was Muzak. That's M-U-Z-A-C. If you're unfamiliar, this is unlicensed, horrible musical instrument copies by people who play musical instruments like I do and sing like I do. And it's the worst. And they only get like 12 songs, so you hear it over and over and over. So there's only like one Christmas song I like. The rest can fuck right off. It drives me crazy.
What's your least favorite though?
No
That's-
spoilers, but don't
Well, y'all
tell us
named
the
a lot
one you
of them.
like. Don't tell us the one you like, Charles.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
Save that.
Save that for next week.
Yeah.
That's a future episode.
Spoiler.
But it's all, you know what, y'all named a lot of them. That Paul McCartney bullshit, wonderful. I just want to eat a bullet. It's a wonderful. I'm dead. I'm good.
How about Little Drummer Boy? Anyone like Bowie and
Okay, I
Johnny
like.
Boy?
Bo- you know,
Yo,
I,
I
do like that one.
love the Bowie thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense, but goddamn, does it work?
You know what? I'm gonna tell you, any of the traditional stuff, because I grew up in the church and that's all they do is hark the herald angels sing over and over. Just stop already. Sorry, I'm good now.
It's you're right, Charles. It's torturous because like I worked in a grocery store and it was the same nonstop over and over and over. 12 Days of Christmas I have on my list. I don't care who sings that. There's
Yeah.
no cool version. We know, like, just no. When they do Rudolph, I don't want you to do the clap back parts. That doesn't make it any better. Like Monopoly. No, stop.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
stop.
yeah. This is not a speak and response, call and response. This is not that.
I will defend one version of the 12 Days of Christmas. And you may say, oh, it's probably that John Denver Muppet one that they did.
That's
no.
exactly what I was going to say.
No, it's not. It's the Mackenzie Brothers 12 Days of Christmas.
Okay. Look
Strange
up to the
Brew.
window. Snow.
Yeah. It's because they
fair.
do it as a parody, right? Everybody
yeah.
knows that song's terrible. We know how to count, and it's a repetitive and annoying, but the Mackenzie Brothers kind of make it a little bit better. Grandma got ran over by a reindeer
That
coming
can-
home from our house on Christmas Eve.
That one can fuck right off, Phil.
Have you
Forever.
ever seen the
Yeah.
cartoon Grandma Got Ran Over by the Reindeer?
No.
It's just as bad as the goddamn song it is. So,
B-Mel.
B-Mel in chat says, I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus. Now, the version that I'm most familiar with is the Jackson 5, right? That was on, I believe it was on the Phil Spencer Christmas...
Phil Spector Christmas?
Spectre Christmas record. Phil Spencer. Sorry. But yeah, I mean that one's a rough one too. And I think that's another song where it's like it doesn't matter who sings that song. It just doesn't work.
So I don't mind that one because like only a moron thinks that his mom's actually kissing Santa and not their dad, right? Like
Not when you're a
Spoiler.
child.
Yes, when you're a child.
So whatever age.
Tony, we're all adults now.
Well, eh. But you know, like you hear it for the first time, you're like, what is going on?
B-Mel says, my mom was cheating in my mind, LOL.
Right?
Yeah.
Just wasn't your mind.
Just for a PS2? It's not worth it, man. It's crazy.
Yo, those were hard to get.
I'll do anything for my son.
I don't remember the name of the song, but Michael Bolton did a version in the 90s, and that just got too much. Too much. That and a
I don't
Kenny
even
G
wanna know.
Christmas.
Like-
I can't do it.
I don't even want to remember
God.
because most of the songs that I don't like are all exactly the same, and I get that they're traditions, but it's just the same crap over and over, and nobody puts enough on them. Well, there's one in chat that can go either way. I feel like we got to talk about it twice.
No, I think I want to save that till the end. I want
Okay,
that to
okay,
be. I want
okay,
that to be the
okay.
main course. There is, and I've talked about this in an episode already about the golden pipes of Charles McFall and Bob Dylan. Robert Zimmerman put out a Christmas record, y'all. Not only did he put out a Christmas record, if you signed up for a free checking account at PNC, you were gifted that free Christmas record that year that it came out. Now you might be saying, that seems like a weird promotion that they're doing. Yeah, it certainly was. But still, without that saying, that entire record, front to back. Oh boy, I can get real weird right now, but I won't. Oh boy. I'm a Bob Dylan fan, and at that point where I listened to that Christmas record, I said I'm done. I walked away from an entire artist.
Done with Christmas?
No,
Oh,
no. I know you were very influential and you made a lot of good songs that I once enjoyed, but I can't. I can't anymore, Mr. Zimmerman. This entire record. I did not want an abortion for Christmas, but yet here we are right now.
But did your mama get her shoes before she had to see Jesus?
She's got those shit. What was that Skechers shoe that was supposed to make you thin?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say shit.
Shape ups.
Yeah.
I was thinking wheelies. I thought she was wheeling into the
Those
pearly
ones that have
gates.
the upside down arch to where you're working harder to walk. and shit.
Which
Yeah.
is just doing terrible damage to your entire
Yeah.
body. Oh man. So where does everybody land on Last Christmas by Wham? Because it was always panned as a rough Christmas song, and then George Michael's passes away. He dies on Christmas.
He transitioned.
And it's nope. He dies on Christmas, and it's like it was then elevated out of the dumpster of Christmas songs into like almost an anthem.
Dude, is that really? I had no idea that's why it sort of became a thing. I literally forgot. I remember when he passed away, but I didn't realize it was Christmas, and it turned it into such a thing. I completely forgot, but I love it.
I purposely lose Whamageddon every single year as soon as I possibly can.
Or do you win?
Love Last Christmas.
As do I. As do I. And I always was like, kind of fucking, I love this song. Just like checking my shoulders to make sure no one's around me. But yeah, once it started getting popular again, I was like, oh, thank God.
I think it's like pineapple on pizza. It's like let's hate it because it's funny to hate it. But secretly, everybody loves it. Who hates Last Christmas?
I disagree with the analogy, but I love Last Christmas.
You uncultured swine, Michael.
It's not a horrible song, but it's not the greatness that everybody hypes it to be. I don't think.
Have you listened to it yet this year?
Michael, have you met me? You already knew I'd have like a million songs on my Christmas list of songs that I hate, which is like all of them. So I mean, I like have one song, two or three songs maybe that I like.
Save them.
Christmas.
Save them.
I'm saving them, but between
no,
save
save
them in my life. I don't like Christmas for the most
But is that
part.
a yes or a no, Charles? Have you listened to Last Christmas this year?
No.
Maybe
So
this
then-
will be the year.
So
Maybe
We'll
this will be
take
the
care of
year
that.
or
we'll
maybe
take care of
last
that.
Christmas probably.
We
was
have.
a
There's more of a chance, Michael, of me getting you pregnant than me falling in love with Last Christmas.
Don't tease me, Charles.
Patreon.com/almostdailypod.
That got weird.
So let's get into some of these. No, I don't want to say parody songs, but novelty songs, novelty Christmas songs, right? You have the Chipmunks, right?
Yes.
Really, really coming
That
out
gets
strong
so-
during Christmas, you know, and it splits literally people down the middle.
It's like,
oh,
oh, here we go.
stop.
It's about to jump
I want
off.
to hear now. If Little John did a cover of that song, I'd listen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Honestly, that
Little
is
John!
a sick, like, that'd be such a sick sample for a Christmas
It
song.
would actually, it
Right?
would, yeah. Oh, okay. Side note. Now that we thought, have you seen the Little John Kool-Aid Man Christmas song from last?
yes, I
a
have
couple
from
years
last year. It was last year,
So
man.
good.
It was so dope.
And that's a novelty. It's great.
I would actually count that. I would count that as a novelty song. You know, we have such hits like "I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas,"
Sure.
right? That's another kind of comedy, outlandish song.
Two front teeth?
I would count it. Not, I don't think it's up in the C class. It's probably down there.
Oh,
Towards
no,
the
it's a bad
bottom.
one. Yeah, it's
But-
a bad one, but I was wondering.
Yeah.
If
I
we're-
would most certainly count it. I mean,
At what
it's
point does
it's
it
not a-
cross over, right?
Well, it's not like a Die Hard, you know, is that a Christmas movie conversation? Because it literally says, all I want for Christmas is my two front teeth. I mean, it's literally in the opening line. That's got to be counted as a Christmas song.
Well, sure, but is it a
What
novelty
is it, a
song?
novelty song?
Right. Or
Yeah.
just a genuine
No.
Christmas
It's
song?
literally a novelty. Oh, I'm sorry. You're listening to Top 40 Radio, and then the jammin' hit of "All I Want for Christmas Is My Two Front Teeth" is just like bumping hard as you roll down the streets of Austin.
Is it more or less cheesy than Oh Holy Night, Believing in Ghosts and Jesus?
I'm gonna say it's more cheesy than that because literally, like, oh, dear Santa. I lost my teeth yesterday, but I want you to deliver me two replacement teeth. wrapped and placed under my tree. If I do not get these, if I get one, it's like having earbuds. What's the point? Like, I'm pissed. Earbud.
Earbud.
We knew what you meant. We knew what you meant.
I'm
So
an
before
Android
you-
guy. I'm sorry.
Before you get to the last one, that I know you're stepping there, you're getting there. As a half Italian person, there was a time I didn't know this song, and I was like, I don't know that. And my mom flipped out. She was like, well, then I have failed as a parent for you to have Italian blood and not know this. Now it has since been taken care of.
Thank God.
But there was a time in my life I was a little ashamed.
Well, all Italian families should be passing this down from parent to child. And the fact that your mother didn't, I'm going to have to agree with her. She failed.
Well, but we got there eventually.
Yeah, but
We
you're like,
fixed it.
yeah, but how many years went by, Tony, where you didn't know you ain't getting nothing for Christmas because you've been bad, right? The famous novelty song, I ain't getting nothing for Christmas because mommy and daddy are mad. It's literally a staple inside all Italian houses where everybody's just angry and bad all year. No, let's get to it. We're talking
It's
about
the one thing. It's the one
Feliz
thing that-
Navidad. Fuck that shit.
whoa.
Whoa.
Fuck it.
Whoa.
I don't know.
You're not
I
allowed
kind
to
of
not like that one.
I kind
I
of
don't-
love
So
that
Michael,
song.
that's how you dunk right there. Just so you
I
know.
also
Go ahead.
love that song. And
What?
it's not a novelty song.
That's
Song
not a
slap.
novelty.
It's a
It's
shitty
fucking-
song.
No,
No,
god
You're
damn.
wrong. Charles, find some joy in your heart, bud.
Jeez, they're trying to take my Christmas away from me with
It's
their
the
goddamn
same two
Spanish.
words over-
Let's talk about Dominic, the four-legged Italian Christmas donkey.
Donkey. Chingity ching.
I hope it picked up on the podcast.
Oh my god.
But Mike's lovely fiance, Steph, from the other room, gave a perfect hee-haw of Dominic, the Italian Christmas donkey. Yes, I do agree that your mother failed without introducing this to you. Literally, like, as I became sentient around, like, 5, my mom was just like, here's my 45. Go play this in your room until you know it back in front.
But to be fair, I think when she told me about it, I was like, what are you doing, a bit or something? What are you just making up stuff? That can't be real. I refuse that to exist. No.
I got you beat, Tony. I never heard of that song until about 2 to 3 years ago when I was hosting karaoke near Christmas time and somebody wanted to sing that song. I'm like, what? Okay, fine, whatever that is. I'm like, this is a real song? And it's about Christmas? All right. Sure.
I like to think about the Guido-ass motherfucker who came into Atlanta karaoke during Christmas. Everyone's like, yo, give me that Mariah Carey.
Right?
Yo, give me my fucking Jesus shoes. This gold chain slicked hair bag was like
Gets out of his
drinking
IROC Camaro.
was drinking some Sambuca at the bar and was like, yo, put my song on. And Charles is like, what the fuck?
DJ,
What
play
are you
my music.
Yo, dog, look at me. Put my song on. And he's just like, put Dominic the donkey on for me. And Charles is looking at him like, all right, you got to stop serving this guy because he's too out.
He
When
Googles it. Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. This Jersey motherfucker. I knew you were from Jersey by the way you stunk.
Hey,
I love it.
Hey, yo, put the donkey on.
Put
Put the donkey on.
No. He grabs the mic. You all ready for a donkey show?
Oh, wow.
That's Feliz
no.
Navidad. You mixed it up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, but the mashup between the two.
Grab your notebook, Phil.
Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidonk.
Please not be dog. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Okay. No, but I love it. I mean, I know it's a bad song. It's so goddamn ridiculous. But for some reason, man, I fucking enjoy the shit out of it.
What is it about? I still don't know. Like,
It's
I get it. Like, okay, hey, you need to know this song. It's Italian. All right, got it. He's a donkey. Okay, I like animals. It's Christmas. Okay.
he delivers the Christmas presents.
You know what it is? It's the instrumental bridge with the mandolins and all that. Na 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 na. And if I was a smart man, I would have taken out my mandolin that's behind me and actually played it, because it's one of 2 songs I could play on the mandolin. And I love that song to shit. But you know what else I love?
Little did we know, it was Phil at karaoke so many years ago.
So I do have to jump in real quick and just say the one thing that the Boston Irish and the Boston Italians can agree on is that Bobby Orr, Larry Bird, and Lou Monte are the Holy Trinity.
Holy shit! Oh, fuck.
You know, if you don't listen to all the episodes of ADD, you don't get all the in jokes, because
If you're
this
still
stuff just
listening to
flows.
ADD, I fucking rats off to you. And I appreciate you. And that's what I'm going to show the love to today. It's Christmas, and it's a rough time. It's a rough time for a lot of people. You have a lot of stress on people. You have a lot of pressure to do right and do everything like that. And unfortunately, sometimes you feel like there's too much to handle. And we've laughed a lot and we've joked a lot about a lot of things tonight, but I'm dead serious about this. If you need help, you fucking reach out to somebody. It's a shame that a lot of people think that nobody cares or they've got no one to talk to, and that's not true. And it's a rough time, and it just takes a second. So if you're having a rough time and you need somebody to talk to, instead of making a brash decision about literally changing not only your own world, but everybody around you forever, pick up your telephone. Call 800-273-8255. Talk to somebody. Work through your issues. If you're like one of my co-hosts, you don't like talking, that's fine. They've got a text number, man. 741-741. You can text your way through this. There's nothing, I joke a lot about a lot of things, even my own morale and mental state, because I do have depression. And sometimes I do get too heavy. So joking about it and laughing it off sometimes is how I deal with it. But there's been times where I look at this phone number and I'm like, yeah, we're getting to that point. And if you have that thought in your mind, just make the step and call 800-273-8255 or text somebody over at 741-741. I hate to get a little bit serious here, but I do care about you. You know, I may just be a voice in your head and your ear, but you can't talk back to me right now. So use those 2 numbers, utilize them, because you are worth it. And there's my alarm.
Sounds like Dominic the Donkey.
That's racist. If you want to follow the show, you can over on Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, all the places at Almost Daily Pod. Gmail somewhere in there. I don't know. I don't care. Imaginary Nomad. That's me. Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Spotify. I'm not on Spotify, but check it out anyway. I could be soon at Imaginary Nomad. This is Almost Daily Pod. It's December. It's Christmas. It's fun. And next up, we have Mike's segment about your greatest Christmas memory. See you tomorrow, Dick.
Got him, Phil.
Fuck you. Got him.
Here, Charles, I need you to play this so we can all watch it and hear it together.
Oh, it better not be music. We're on Twitch. They just changed their music rules.
Oh, you're right. But
So what? I didn't realize the routing wasn't set where you heard it, but I actually kind of played a little bit of that twice while you were talking, which worked because there's a pause, the music comes up, And I didn't realize you guys weren't hearing it, and you start talking over it after about 5-10 seconds, and it fades down, so it'll be perfectly fine for podcasts.
I don't think I heard any of that. So you're
no,
probably
you didn't
safe.
because it was afterwards. I went maybe they're not as brilliant a podcasters as I think. Maybe they're just not hearing the song, and then I realized you weren't hearing the song. But you're brilliant podcasters to everybody else.
I put it in the chat. You guys can all
Yeah.
go and enjoy Dominic on your own time.
I can't wait to talk about Dominic next week too.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait to pick it back up.
I'm just glad to double dip on that donkey.
DP that donkey, bud.
Get him. Let's go.
So you guys kept saying, "Oh, next week." I thought that topic was next, and so like I have a little list. I mean, it'll wait. I'll pull it back next week. But I'm like, Christmas memories. Oh crap! I was excited to talk about next week's stuff.
My wife just found this and texted it to me. It's like, your classic candy, plastic candy canes you get at the store. They're vodka-filled candy canes.
Just in time for your trip to Vegas.
That's right.
How many people are in chat?
15 or 16, 11. I don't know.
You got my address.
Yeah.
There's also a private chat. You can,
I'm not gonna do that.
So there's I'm in the Ron Funches Discord, and there's a dude called Cannoli Mamba.
Oh, guaranteed.
And like,
Dominic the Donkeys is number one.
And I don't do much in the Discord. I made like one comment about apparently Funches is working on a pilot or something. I was like, hey, good luck, man. And then Cannoli Mamba was like, I like this guy over here. He knows what he's talking about. And I was like, how did you fucking like? Is it
one of mine.
Is the
He's one of
cartoon
mine.
that Italian looking? Like,
Yo, man, Funches was streaming. Oh God, what was he streaming? What was that Japanese samurai game that came out?
Shadow of
Ghost?
something.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, Ghost of
That
Tsushima,
one.
man.
Yeah.
Man, he was just fucking. He was on, right?
Yeah.
Just riffing his ass off. Oh yeah, no, I found this horse. I liked him. I saw him at a sushi restaurant, and I figured if he's good enough to get into there, he's good enough to be my horse. So I picked him up. We've been killing ever since. And I was just like, oh God, Fungies, you're so great. You're so great.
He's going to be on Finding the Stories. He doesn't know it yet, but he's going to be on Finding the Stories.
He's a podcaster. You know what?
I'm going to reach out. He's my
You
shot.
should.
He's my
You
long
should.
shot.
Hey, man, there's no such thing as a long shot. Just fucking go out there and message
take
them on
a shot.
Twitter, man.
In 2020,
Dude,
that couldn't be more true.
Charles,
told you
True
this-
story. Good.
don't throw away your shot.
I was gonna
fuck
say
you.
we keep trying to get him for Dragon Con, and like
We were this
you know,
close. No,
stuff just
seriously.
keeps happening. Yeah.
Man, I mean, Dragon Con is his place. He does podcasts. He loves wrestling. He's a fucking
trying.
stand-up
I'm
dude.
trying. No, seriously, we were this
And-
close to getting Funches. Not this year for the COVID, but last year. But last minute, because they were doing a special show. It was him. Who are the other stars on it? I can almost see her face. She was in Supernatural as Charlie, The Guild.
Felicia Day.
Felicia.
Day. It was Felicia Day, him, and a couple other people you'd recognize. I can't remember their names. They were doing a space comedy drama one-off.
Oh, yeah, that was 2 years
Yeah.
ago.
So yeah, 2 years. And so, but they right like a week before Dragon Con, they petitioned to come as guests, and Dragon Con handed them to me. And I went, yes. And then I guess something fell through and they didn't come. I don't know, but we were that close, Tony. That
Yeah, we
fucking
try.
close.
You know. when you
Felicia
plan
Day
on-
was there, though.
Yeah, she came, but the rest of them didn't come.
Because
When you-
Shannon,
when you-
our friend Shannon Tucker was her handler when she was here.
You know how that stuff goes when you
Yeah.
like try to plan celebrities and things. Like you can't say nothing because it's not final till it's final. But that kind of is what drove the idea of the comedy show. Because I was like, I already know some comedians, but it was like we need one or two special guests who could do it. Yo, Funches, and then also Aisha Tyler keeps coming up. She was gonna come this year.
I was working on it for
um,
this year, and yeah,
And I didn't realize at the time, but she was probably promoting the boys after show that she hosted, and so it would have been perfect place, perfect timing. But coulda, shoulda, would have. we'll just talk about the stuff we do,
Yeah.
and not what could have been.
I love talking about doo-doo. That's why I hang out with you. That's why I hang out with you boys.
Mike, you know a little old school, not old school, but you know a little like retro 90s hip hop. I know you remember that Doo-Doo Brown. Doo-Doo Brown.
I don't know if I do.
Google it. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Two White Brothers and a Dog?
And Charles, man, Funches smokes so much weed.
I know he does.
So he said on one of his streams, he was like, I'm gonna go hit this bong. I don't smoke on screen because I don't want people to see that. He was like, but everyone knows I do. I'm not ashamed of it. Like one of his shows is get high and watch wrestling.
High and watch wrestling.
Yeah. And so like he's open about it, but for obvious reasons, he doesn't want a screenshot of that, you know.
And you can't. I mean, obviously TOS on.
Oh,
Twitch.
I didn't even think of that. I'm just good point.
Sorry, I'm sending a message real quick.
It's all right.
Dear Mr. Fungies.
You didn't think I was gonna say it gives Mike a minute to listen to Doo-Doo Brown.
I have never heard this song, and I'm so excited to finish listening to it after.
Got that 3 minutes queued up for later tonight.
Yep. Like a legit, yeah, boy. You know I'm into it. Like
Yeah, unironic. It's
yeah, right. It's an unironic, yeah, boy. So I need that.
I haven't seen the video in quite. If I have to guess, I would guess biker shorts.
Full
tracksuits,
like yeah, like
or
the
the
shiny
velour suit. The velour,
No.
yeah.
No. It's like the like a windbreaker suit.
Gotcha.
I almost called it a summertime snowsuit.
A summertime snowsuit.
But you know what I mean? You know what I mean, Phil?
Yeah,
like
it's
the
a
one
windbreaker.
piece.
Yeah, the one piece windbreakers.
Yeah.
Sir, I want to buy these shoes.
Mama, please.
It's Christmas Eve and these shoes are just her size.
Okay, now you make me
Can you
regret
hurry,
life.
sir?
But here's the thing:
There's not much time.
it makes me want to shoot other people.
Yeah.
Like, not myself. Like, I'm not gonna do that. But everybody else, and that might be worse. You know, like,
Yeah.
and great question, B-Mail, that I did not even think of. What kid knows their
Sorry.
parent shoe size? Like,
A good kid.
dude, right now I don't know my parent shoe size. Like,
Yeah,
Right
but
now,
you
I
can't
don't know
buy
my
your
kid's
mom's
shoe
shoes?
size.
I don't think. Let me think. I would be willing to bet I have never once gifted my parents shoes.
I don't think I've ever gifted anybody shoes.
Yeah, you like your women barefoot in the kitchen?
No. That's something
I do
you
like women
literally
who
just
now
said.
know how to purchase their own shoes. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
Jess
makes a good point.
She's right. They're like magic items.
The Lord will make them fit.
Oh, they're not.
That's good.
No, they're the shoes from fucking Back to the Future 2, where it just sucks in
Yeah.
onto your foot.
Yeah.
The Lord
That's
will
a
make
thing
them
now,
fit.
by the way.
God, it's such a good comment. That's my new fucking Christmas song title.
You're listening to Almost Daily Discourse with your perfectly adequate hosts, Phil, Tony P, Charles, and here with today's topic is Mike.
What's going on, you trash pandas? How you been? It's your boy Mike. I missed you last week, and I'm really glad to be back, even if it means hanging out with Charles, Tony, and Phil. Boys, say hi.
Hi!
Thanks, boys.
Aw,
This week,
aw.
this week we're going to be talking, because it's December and it's officially Christmas time. We are going to be talking about favorite Christmas memories. Charles, I put an S on the end of memories there. You don't have to have more than one. So like don't feel any pressure as we get started.
Okay.
Like
All right.
Phil, Tony, and myself will probably have a few. Because we're not, we didn't have your situation. And so like if you only got one, bud, like that's fine.
Okay.
I get it.
All right. I think I got two. I can do two.
Hey, hell
I can
yeah.
do two.
I'm so proud of you. You want to start us off with one then? If
The
you got,
fucking
if you
rookie
got two,
of
like,
podcasting over here.
I don't want to I don't want to force you to go out too soon here. If you're not ready, we can go to somebody else. But
I got it.
heck
No,
yeah.
I've been working for like 5 minutes to figure out what I want to talk about here. So I've got this.
It's the
No,
Dead
man.
Sea Scrolls. When I unwrap them,
It's the
Finally.
Shroud of Turin.
I got a beach towel of the Shroud of
Oh my god! I got chocolate crosses to eat. It was awesome.
Oh, Immaculate Confections.
Oh, that's a good one. I love it.
Nah, it's a Tom
I love
Waits
it.
thing, not mine.
Okay.
It's
So,
still good.
Oh yeah,
there
they're
was-
tasty.
There was a year that Kenner was making the Star Wars figures, and I think either they were selling the line off or they were going under as a company. But Star Wars figures became clearanced, right? And I didn't know this. I'm a kid, right? But I had a decent Star Wars collection and G.I. Joe collection to play with, and this and that and the other. And my parents, I do talk about getting socks and clothes, but they always try to get like one cool thing. And actually, as I got older, I got some other cool things. Like I got a 10-speed bike one year, and I got this. It wasn't an erector set. It was this new, fancier robot building kit in the 80s that I got. That was kind of like that, but it had motors and
The
all this other stuff.
constructs.
It might have
Was it
been.
the,
It might have been. So there's the things. But this might have been the year it got constructs. I don't remember, but I remember trying to do the TV Christmas thing. Right, I was probably 8 or 9, and 2, 3 in the morning, I get up to go pee, and I sneak down the hallway, and I open up because we had a door to the living room that could be closed, and so I kind of opened it up, and I was trying to peek in to see what was in there because I knew my parents wouldn't put anything out until after we went to bed. I really couldn't see shit, and except that my sister was getting a bicycle that I saw. It's like, all right, whatever, I'll go back to bed, and I did.
Slash those tires. Go back to bed.
And then I no B-Mel, real Christmas trees are no, but we're talking about happy memories. So I got up the next morning. They woke me up, and I get up, and my dad had gone all out. Well, my dad and mom, but I really think it was my dad. And there was this noise coming from the living room, and as I went in, there was this RC racetrack. You remember those racetracks where if you went too fast around the corner, the car went flying off and hit you in the face? Got it for Christmas, man. And my dad just had the cars just zooming around the tracks, and that was the noise I heard. And then in the middle of the tracks was like a dozen Star Wars figures, and I think I got like the Millennium Falcon that year, and it was just, that's what Christmas should be. Yeah, you grew up and was just blown away by the magic of Christmas, and it was amazing.
I think that's legitimately, and I'm not being funny, I think an awesome memory, but I can't let it slide. I gotta like come in and like crap on it. So and this just may be differences, and I'd be interested to hear what everyone says. Amazing setup to have the track running, the cars going,
Yeah.
stack of toys in the middle. Was none of this stuff wrapped? Like, how does that work in your
No,
house?
I don't give a shit about rapping. I never did.
Oh,
And so it was just
That's
amazing.
so
Like
weird.
you walk in and it's that moment where you just see
And I've
everything
seen that
and
on
you
TV
get it.
where like kids come down the stairs and it's like there's just a crap load of toys. Like,
Yeah.
so
And
is it
Good.
are those Santa's gifts? Aren't right? Like, what's
Well,
the
I
situation
guarantee
at his
Charles
house?
didn't get. Yeah,
No,
Santa
we didn't
never
say
went
that.
to Charles's house. Santa's pagan as
Wow.
shit.
Honestly, I was
You
good
kidding
with,
me?
down the chimney.
But
Right.
no, here's the thing, and maybe this is where I get some of my issues from. I remember unwrapping presents, Tony, and it was shirts and socks. The presents I didn't unwrap were baller as hell. So
Those are probably
yeah.
the Santa presents were probably the fun ones. And your parents probably got
Yeah,
you
your-
a shirt and socks.
Your dad comes down and he's like, "Oh my god, toys!" And he's just playing with them for himself. Like he's making the cards go around for him.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
We played all day, which means I played for about 10 minutes because as a kid and got distracted easily. My dad played for hours.
Well, you still get distracted easily, Charles. That didn't change.
Well, when
if
you
we're
only be
talking-
on mute for an hour, yeah.
If we're talking toys, that's a funny story for another day, though. That was hilarious. I'll tell it now. Basically, we had a meeting with a school project we're helping with. I muted Charles. He didn't realize he was muted. It was a great conversation. He was like, wait, I was actually muted? I was like, yeah, I told you were muted. But he was just chatting along. It was so cute.
Yeah.
If we're talking awesome gifts, it was Santa brought me not only Castle Grayskull,
Oh.
right? That would have been enough. I legit remember this. Like that would have been enough. Almost. You ever get so much it's almost too much? You're like, yo. Also, Snake Mountain. Both of them. Had both of them. I see Phil. Phil's all mad and jealous. Phil's 30-something years old. He's still jealous
Yeah.
that I had Snake Mountain and Castle Grayskull. Castle Grayskull had a little trap door. You could put slime in the thing. The slime came out the front. Snake Mountain had a microphone because you could like talk to it. And it had this like voice modulator, and you're like, "Go away, He-Man." Blah 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 blah. And yeah, both of them.
It's very funny because the first episode of ADD that we ever did, we didn't do on Twitch. We did on Facebook. And I talked about being in Maine, going to my rental house as we waited for our house to be built, and how I pulled Grayskull and fucking Snake Mountain out of the basement and started playing with them. And my father was like, put those back. They ain't yours. Right? So, like,
That
I think
evil
it was
laugh, Tony.
it was 2 days later, my mom calls me, and she's like, I don't remember that memory that you shared on that show of you playing with them toys and we told you to put them back. And I was like, who set up a podcast app on your telephone, Mother? I saw it on that video that you posted to Facebook. No, but yeah, I'm still pissed that I never got either one of those.
It was weird to me that my parents were subletting army housing. I don't know why you were there playing with my Snake Mountain and Castle Grayskull. So that part didn't all come together, but yeah,
we're family.
I'm glad. Don't touch it.
Cuz.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, let him play with your Snake Mountain already. Damn.
God, I've tried for some.
Look, man, Dragon Con, things get humid. It's a little weird. So
Yeah, let him rub up on that Castle Grayskull of yours.
If we get to it, Krugels is talking about your stockings and how you went crazy and she did. But I've got a story too. But if we get to those stories, I got a story.
Wow,
like
Charles, that is a lot of stories. You have more than one.
I'm really impressed.
Oh, I've been married for 20 years. It got better, man. Christmas got a lot better. I'm just saying.
So, as a kid, my favorite Christmas memory was the year I got the Sega Genesis and WWF Royal Rumble. I know we talked in a previous episode about how like wrestling was the family thing that we all got together to watch wrestling. And so like getting Royal Rumble and being able to play wrestling on the TV with my family with like at Christmas time was really fun. I sound like such a redneck. Charles, how do you live like this?
I didn't do wrestling and dip. Dumb. I don't know how not to be super negative about it, but you're not Southern. You're just redneck.
I like to think that Charles, your stockings are full of Scold.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Are they? That's Santa brings the dip. What like?
Carton of Marlboros.
Yeah. The Marlboro Reds are from Santa for mom, and the Marlboro Whites are for dad.
There's
Right?
nothing wrong, Mike, with enjoying your wrestling video games.
But no, it was just so fun. And it was so cool. And like it felt like I wasn't the Nintendo 64 kid. You know what I mean? But I was fucking amped. And like as a little nerdy kid who like I lived for video games when I was growing up. Like we would come home from school and I would play Nintendo until I got yelled at. Like that was just what we always did. And so to get a Sega Genesis when it was new, like so exciting and so incredible.
Wait,
you ever have
you
that
were
s-
alive when the Sega Genesis was new?
He's older than I am. Did you ever get that Sega channel?
I thought Mike was the
Don't-
baby of us.
I did have the Sega
Yo!
channel.
Yo!
I was the only kid in the neighborhood that had
And-
it.
And everybody was over there.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
it was incredible. And I was like sad because you could play online, remember?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I didn't know anybody else that had it, so I couldn't like play online with them.
I had a
What is
neighbor
the
who had
Sega Channel.
I
What is
had
that?
a hold on. I had a neighbor who had Sega Channel, and that was the same thing. Like, oh, you got Sega Channel? And there's like 15 dudes just sitting around a fucking
watching.
old television watching.
Yeah.
So look,
God, it was the
Sega
best.
Channel was a cart, right? It was a Sega cart. It was huge. That
Because
plugged
it
into your
plugged into the TV.
it plugged into the cable line, and you would put it into your console, and it was like Xbox Game Pass, but during the Genesis series of consoles.
So it streamed games into this cart from the
Cable
internet.
line, yeah.
And like you paid $6
not
a
only
month
have I-
for it or whatever.
Never seen that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised because I was a Nintendo kid. The first I always had Nintendo. I would play with my friend's Genesis, but the first Sega product I owned was Dreamcast. So that's completely foreign to me, but I'm also surprised Nintendo didn't have something similar. Like, or if they did, I didn't know about it.
Well,
Are you
I mean,
surprised? Look at Switch Online. Like
no.
are you surprised?
But Nintendo's the thing about Nintendo has always been let's get out of date goddamn products and then just sell them. Because yes, we're never going to be top of the line, but we're still going to be able to make a profit because we can buy these components cheap and then still charge $200 to $300 for the consoles. It's literally like their MO ever since I would say the Super Nintendo. Like no console from N64 or GameCube on was ever top of the line because they can get those parts cheap but still charge that high price point for it.
Yeah.
But Sega Channel, man, that
Yeah.
was
Sega Channel was amazing.
short-lived, incredible,
Yeah, it was like-
way ahead of their time.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
like
yeah.
6 months or like not even a year. I
It
don't
wasn't
think
even a
that
year,
It existed. And like it was so sick. It was too good to be true. And they like no one was ready for it, right? Like you ever see one of those bands like at a live show and they're playing the song and you're like, this is fucking crazy. And then like 6 months later, every band is playing that style, but like the band that you saw doing it first, like had already broken up because like everyone was like, that was fucking crazy. That was Sega Channel.
It
Like-
lasted 4 years.
Shut up.
No, I'm on the wiki right now.
I put the Wikipedia link in our
Goddamn.
chat. Yeah.
That's
4
I would
fucking years.
check it out, but I was gonna wait till we were done doing a show. You know, that's just
Well, I
me.
went and
That's
looked it
me.
up 'cause I'd never heard of it either.
dude, it was the best.
That's
So
so
what
dope.
about you?
So I would think it was around 1990. I was 6 years old. I was still living in Kennebunk, Maine. And I remember this day clearly because we lived in Maine. It snows in Maine. Like, I want a white Christmas. And this is like
Typical
the first...
Maine.
Fucking, yeah, you know it.
So real.
So I remember because it actually snowed on Christmas Eve. And so, like, to wake up and there's snow outside. And then I run down the stairs and we wrapped our gifts because we're humans. So going
Yep.
through all these gifts, it was kind of like one of the best Christmas I got because I was big into turtles at that point. And the Technodrome just came out. So, like, unwrapping this huge box last, and it's like the Technodrome is in there. And I already got all these figs and all this to play in this. And it was just like, how could this get better?
Okay.
I-
For a second, I thought you meant like figs to fruit. I'm like, where are you going with this? And you meant figure. I got you now.
How you
Sorry.
going to plug
catch up.
toy power?
It's Christmas figs. That's the thing in certain parts of the world. I'm just saying.
You know what? You're not wrong. You're not
It just
wrong.
took me a second. And I grew up getting socks, Phil, so I was feeling for you. I was
could you
connecting
hold on?
with you for
Hold
a
on.
minute, buddy.
Could you
And you're a
imagine?
farmer.
Hold on, little Philip with like Sharpies that are the same colors as the painting bandanas on these figs. These decomposed hornets of a fruit. But I got my first skateboard that year as well. I got a Nash board that lasted me many, many years, which like literally is the start of me learning how to center my weight and find balance on a board and stuff like that. And then this is where I realized my parents fucked up, though I would never admit it at the time. They gave me some nunchucks.
Yeah.
And then within an hour, those were taken away from me.
You know, I mean, I can imagine a parent, man, trying to do something fun. They see something, they think their kid will like it in a moment, and maybe you don't think that through. You know, like, oh, this will be fun. And once you buy it, it's too late. You know, you can't return nunchucks.
I was so upset because I'm a Raphael guy, right? I even got Raphael pajamas. And they gave me nunchucks. I was just like,
yeah.
oh, God.
How dare you?
You really fucked up. I'm going to show you how much you fucked up as I just wheel these motherfucking nunchucks all over the place. Oh, Karen, what'd you get for Christmas? You got a nunchuck to the face. Whap! And like literally like, oh yeah, this is a poor decision that we made. Give us both of those and you'll never see them again.
I will say,
I don't think I've ever
You're
gotten
alive.
weapons for Christmas.
Well, I mean they were Ninja Turtle plastic branded, you know, not real wood, but they were enough to get taken away within an hour of me getting them.
you're alive because your parents didn't give you size. Let's be just straight up honest here.
Yeah.
If you had size, you would have
I mean,
killed yourself.
Bob
Accidentally.
darts, you can
but,
kind
like-
of make into size.
Oh, most certainly, Michael. Yeah, as somebody who still like has trouble walking and breathing, like if I had a sigh, yeah, I would have fallen right onto it.
Yeah, the
Or-
fact that I never became a sword guy was mostly self-preservation, I think. You know what I mean? Like somewhere inside, like, don't do
No,
it. Mike.
Darwinism is trying to literally get me at all times. But it's that hint of intelligence that I have is like, yeah, that seems really I could actually die.
Yeah.
Speaking of Christmas weapons and tales from a different time, I did get a Entertech water gun. And if you don't remember what Entertech was popular because, they look like real guns. And it was like an
shit.
M16 Entertech battery-operated water gun. So it was an automatic. Like, it had a battery, and you could just hold the trigger down. It would go like, and I got the M16 one, all black. No, like, orange tip or cute colors. None of that BS. Like, I'm talking straight up Columbine on Christmas
I fucking
gun
remember these
that I
guns.
got.
Columbine.
that
It's
were-
Columbine.
Whatever, you get the point. You get the joke. It was a major giant weapon on Christmas.
And the
Now-
originals didn't have yellow orange tips on them.
Boom! Yes. Yeah, they had the Uzis, the shotgun. I had the M16 one, and what was crazy about it? It was the poorest design decision. You have batteries and wires and water,
I
and if
think
you
I had
tilt
one
the
of
gun
these.
back too much,
Yep.
I also had that green and black one. If you tilt the gun back too much, the water would run into the batteries and stuff and mess it up.
Yep.
Hold
I
on,
think
can
I
you
had
pull
one
that
of those.
page back up? Did I
Yeah,
see the
absolutely.
Entertech rocket launcher?
Yeah.
But
and,
like,
and-
dude,
and don't forget the what is that? C4? What is the one
C4
that
is
you
a
Look
set
at
second
down?
charge?
let's go above. You got the little white kid with the gat. Like, what is? Come on, like, So again, I call this
It's the 80s, baby.
Oh my god.
It's the 80s.
again
Dolph, little Dolph looks
Little
so
Dolph
dope.
Lundgren, yes.
tales from another time.
Yeah.
Fucking
the
Hans
little
Gruber
pistol-
Jr. over there.
Where are my detonators?
The pistol had a separate packet. Like, dude, I
Yep.
knew all the Intertech stuff. I was about it. I don't know how I didn't grow up to become a cat killer or something, but it was.
I mean, you're an army brat. You could have, but you just moved out of that town before anybody caught
Fair.
on.
fair.
What the fuck?
Oh
Oh, my
my
god, I haven't
God.
thought about these in
Yeah.
years.
Wow, Tony.
So that was a good Christmas when
That
I
was a
could
great Christmas, Tony.
Go
Not only
outside
that, but
with
like
my
the,
M16.
like so like with those little Uzis, the clip held the water.
Water.
So like
Yep.
you would have to hit the clip
You clipped
into
it
the
in, yep.
actual gun.
Yep.
Oh my god.
It was so
Blah,
cool.
blah, blah, blah. Just taking fools out in the neighborhood. They didn't know. Somebody thought
They
it was a
thought
good
they were
idea.
gonna die for real, idiots.
I gotta find one of those at like a toy
That-
show or something.
Oh, what Airheads? Was it Airheads about the band Brendan
Yeah,
Fraser?
they used
Yeah.
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 They used those guns in
They
the
did
movie
use
to
those
hold up
guns.
the radio station. Yep,
100%.
yep. It was so
Oh, what a
great.
great movie.
El Hanley. There was also when one of the neighbors got a whip, just like Indiana Jones. I got a whip for
Yeah,
Christmas or something
that
for my
was-
grandparents.
That was a totally different reason, right? Wasn't that like a Roman or something? Is that
No,
why they
yeah, it
got
was a
the
Nine
whip?
Tails. It was a Nine Tails.
No. We were my parents lived in North Carolina, and we went to one of the local tourist traps or whatever, and they were selling cowboy hats, and I wanted one. They wouldn't buy it for me because it's expensive, so they settled on a leather whip. And I went out like Indiana Jones and tried to whip around trees and pull myself up the mountain and shit. It was awesome. I lasted longer
one
than
of
an
the
hour.
things- one of the comments in chat was from Bean, and then there was me, where my parents bought me a sword at around 8 to 10 years old. The only thing I'm going to say about that is that tracks. And then I'm going to move on to my favorite adult Christmas moment.
Okay, all right. Let's hit it.
So, not this. Oh, it was actually this past year. I was flying home. with
Wait.
Steph.
Was it last Christmas?
Oh God, damn it!
Last Christmas.
Thank
I
you,
was
good night.
flying.
Oh, his internet must have dropped. I don't know. what happened.
So Steph and I were flying home for my family Christmas, and my family Christmas is lit, y'all. Like, we do like a 35 person Yankee swap with like all of the cousins, and everybody like pulls into
The
town. for
pajamas,
it.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
for,
yeah.
For our listeners in the South, that's called a white elephant party.
Yes.
Right. So
Uh,
a Yankee
gotcha.
swap's where everybody brings a gift to the table and you
Right.
draw numbers and you trade it and all that.
So the difference typically is that like the way I understand it is that white elephant gifts are usually like hokey jokes, and like the Yankee swap is typically more like,
Legit gifts.
Bougie.
Like, nice
yeah,
gifts.
actual gifts.
Nice
No,
gifts,
let's
yeah.
not go crazy. We set a $30 limit. Usually what that ends up being is $30 in scratchers inside of something else. But so like we get 35 people together to argue about Christmas presents and think that's fun because we're from Massachusetts. And so we are getting to the airport and we're flying out on Christmas Eve. And like, I hate traveling on Christmas Eve. It's the worst. People are everywhere. It's a madhouse. And I have a secret. You see, I had bought an engagement ring for Steph and she didn't know it.
Yeah, so someone in chat already ruined your story. I'm just
Yeah, no, I know. I saw it. And then
Wow,
I
like
saw
who does
Charles
that?
put it up.
Who
Right.
does that?
God, Stealth King. But so I'm freaking out like double. And usually I'm like so chill when I travel. I'm always like the super cool guy, like laid back. Oh, we'll get there when we
So
get
you
there,
like
no
to
big
believe.
deal.
Got it.
yeah.
And,
Chihuahuas are never laid back.
and so I am panic stricken the whole time. And so like, then our flight gets delayed, and I've booked a hotel in the middle of Boston at like the place where Steph knew that she like had fallen in love with me. And so like I've booked a hotel in that square.
Near the Arby's?
Yeah. Right across the street from the Donkeys, kid.
Oh, God.
You know, the donkey, not the donkeys you're thinking about.
No, the
donkeys,
good
other
one.
donkeys.
The good one. Yeah, the good one.
The
Yeah.
good one. The one with the extra.
I know
But
what donkeys it is.
But so we are delayed until like we don't leave Austin until 2 a.m. We were supposed to land in Boston at 1 a.m. And so shit's fucked up. And I called the hotel and I had like scheduled like this thing, and I had called them up earlier, and I was like, hey, just so you know, I'm going to be proposing to my girlfriend. Like, if you can do anything nice, that'd be awesome. And they're like, yeah, we got you. So I called them to be like, hey, actually, I think you might need to cancel this because we're not going to get in until 7 a.m. And like, we got to go from the airport now directly to family time.
Oh,
And they're
Wow,
like,
that's
no, you can't. You have to show up. And I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, like make up an excuse. Tell her that like you want a shower and a nap or something. Like, we upgraded your room so that it overlooks the square. There's like roses, there's champagne. Like, they did fucking so much. Like, it was amazing.
they're like,
And
you
so-
called us up and you asked us to take care of you. We did that, and
Right,
now you're
bro.
not coming.
Get
Is
your
that what
happy
you're
ass
telling
can't
me?
here.
do that.
Yeah.
Like,
Say you got
Christmas is canceled. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Honestly, they're like,
Hey, Steph. I know, but I'm a shy pooper, and I need to poop in this hotel room with just the two of us.
it's so worth it. Trust me, babe. I'm like,
Just
okay.
you wait and see.
Just you wait.
So I sell it to her. It's like, you know, it'd be really nice to like get a shower. We're gonna go see your sister's like little baby. Like, it's important that we're clean. And she goes, all right, that's fine. Fucking, I don't know shit about babies. Is that true?
Yeah,
Yes,
Corona,
actually, it
yes.
is. So,
Everybody knows you got to have deodorant on around babies.
yeah.
And so
Babies are very judgmental, and first impressions matter.
But so she buys it, and she's like, okay, cool. And at this point, it's 2 a.m. And Steph is one of those types that like, when she's tired, that's it. You know what I mean? Like, okay, yeah, fine. And so we land in Boston. I have the Lyft
Wait,
driver.
what time did you
drop
get
us-
to Boston?
So we land at 6 a.m.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Oh
That's
man.
so tough, man.
We get picked up by the Lyft driver at like 6:05, and he gets us to the hotel. The fastest Lyft I've ever taken from the airport to downtown Boston, by the way. 12 minutes. He drops us on the
it. He knew what
Yeah,
was
yeah.
going on.
Well, I texted him and was like, hey man, can you drop us on the far side of the hotel so that we have to walk across the square to get to the hotel? Pretty good, right? I'm thinking still, even though it's 6
Arby's is
a.m.
just opening at that moment. The coffee
Dude,
is
you can get the
brewed.
breakfast
The
sandwich.
horsey sauce is ready to go.
And so I've called Arby's and I'm like, listen, I need a croissant. It's got to have extra bacon.
I need
extra-
all the meats for my
Right.
woman.
That's what she likes. I can't help it.
Special day. Special day.
A Jamocha shake too.
Yep. And so, long story short, I propose. She says yes. We go into the hotel. There's like roses all over the fucking bed.
That's amazing.
There's a huge like open window to like look out into the into
wait,
the
wait,
square.
so you-
And
Sorry. So you parked away from the hotel. You proposed in the square.
yeah. Like
Gotcha.
in front of Trinity Church in Copley
Gotcha.
Square. If y'all know, it's like
If
Not
you've
at
all
all, but
seen
it sounds
National
Treasure?
Treasure, you know Trinity Square. Yeah.
I have no idea what it
No.
is, but it sounds awesome. And then so then you went to the hotel room and they had it decked out as after you proposed.
yeah.
Gotcha. Good thing she said yes.
Right? Would have been fucking weird. Imagine proposing and not knowing the answer though. Yikes.
I always wonder, as someone who has not proposed, I've always wondered like how people get in those situations. Like,
Yeah.
you know, but then what do you do? You're like, oh shit, I don't know why they have all these roses on the bed. Let me wipe that off real quick.
I'm allergic to roses. We talked about this.
But so, yeah, that was my best Christmas memory ever.
That's awesome.
Well,
man.
fuck, man. I mean,
Cool. So last year my father died, and
God, dude, no, Phil, you're not taking this away from your brother over there. No.
And
No,
so
it's good.
holidays were weird. So what did I do? I had my mom over here, and me and my mom streamed on Twitch. For the first year and first time in like 20 or 25, 30 years, we played Mario Party. She picked up and went on Twitch with me. It was really fun.
It was phenomenal.
I'm really excited, and this is really a cop out, but I'm excited about this year and this Christmas. The kid's finally sentient, and he realizes things that are going on around him, and he has not one, but he's got 2 advent calendars. One is full of candy, and the other one is Lego Star Wars. Lego Star Wars minifigs. So he is
Charles, those are figures.
Just tiny little baby figs. They're almost raisins.
Those are raisins.
It's actually just
the raisins. You got your kid.
it's dead wasps.
Oh, God.
Don't you know what figs are? Goddamn, you weirdos. But I'm excited. I'm excited about this season of Christmas to see him actually completely lose his shit. Because this little motherfucker doesn't know what's coming towards him, and I'm fucking stoked.
Yeah.
I'm fucking excited. And that's the thing. I had that 90s Christmas that was the year that I remember the hardest. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be interesting to see if I can, when I make that happen. I'm hoping that's this year.
Yeah.
But we'll see, because I've done pretty fucking great.
That's awesome.
But do you think he's really going to respond to the Genesis channel like you did?
I got him a sword.
I'll say before we wrap it out, Mike.
Yeah.
This year, I've done pretty well for myself this year. So I literally went up to each kid and went, "What's the coolest thing you could get for Christmas?" And thinking they, hoping they do what they did, but thinking they could go outlandish. No, they all said something that was doable. I got it for all of them. They all are getting exactly what they asked for. It's going to be fucking amazing.
I hope they don't watch the show.
They don't. My family doesn't love me. They don't listen to any of the fucking shit
I was like,
do or
yo,
watch
man,
any
you
of my
just...
stuff.
I don't do any Christmas shopping until December 1st. I refuse to buy anything for Christmas until December 1st.
It's a shame that Cyber Monday just goes by you.
Yeah, man. There's some good
Dude,
deals.
I don't... It's... Honestly, it's
Tony's
really just
rich.
my parents.
Look at that background behind him. Shit, look at that
Yeah,
computer.
It's pretty much most of my big gifts are from my parents, so they don't, I don't do Cyber Monday stuff for them, and then maybe a couple small things, for some friends, but primarily the folks. So yeah, I'm impressed you guys already are done. I'm not haven't gotten started yet. And for the record, and I'll mention this through the entire month of December, the Grinch didn't hate Christmas, just people. And you
That's
can't
true.
disagree with him on that.
No,
Yeah,
actually,
Absolutely.
he loved Christmas because he wanted it all for himself. He's
That's
stealing
the spirit of
Christmas from
Christmas.
everybody else.
Yahoo Bore. Yahoo
Have y'all-
Bore.
Have y'all not seen
Hee-haw, hee-haw.
have you not seen the thing that kind of ruins the Grinch for you? Where, okay, so the traditional Grinch story is they get tired of their things, right? After like 2 weeks, and they throw it in the trash, and it all goes to him. Like all the trash piles up, right? Where he lives. And that's why he hates the people. Where does he get the dog from? Somebody threw away a puppy.
That's sad.
No,
Right?
they didn't.
Well,
That's
Charles,
bullshit.
you did it. You ruined my fucking
Thank-
positive, happy memories
Well,
episode.
no.
Thanks so
Krugels is
much,
not going
you
to throw
fucking
you away.
jerk.
You got her Jamocha shake. She's good. She keeps you, man.
Y'all,
What a jabroni.
so today I want to show the love to a thing that I think we can all appreciate, especially this year: the internet. Just in general, I really love the internet. I think it's amazing. I think the internet is like just wonderful. The fact that it introduced me to these three doesn't take away from it. It's still really great. No, to be serious, I was so excited today to get to do Almost Daily Discourse with three people who, if it weren't for the internet, I would never have met ever. Like, I just wouldn't have. Tony, because he never leaves his house. Phil, only because we grew up in different places. Otherwise,
We're the same person.
Right. Otherwise, we would have caused a singularity. And Charles, because you're like 2 years too old to be my dad. So, like, the internet brought me these fine, lovely people. It brought me all of the folks that are listening and watching and hanging out with us every week and making this show so much fun to do. And it's like, it's kept me sane in 2020. And so I just wanted to show some love to it. I know it's silly to like appreciate a thing on the Show the Love segment, but like, I also am trying to be more mindful in general about stuff that we take for granted a lot. And I think the internet is one of those things. Thank you all for listening this week. We've got another show tomorrow for you because this is coming out on Tuesday. So you can find us live on twitch.tv recording all 4 episodes at twitch.tv/almostdailypod. Hit us up on Twitter at almostdailypod. Tell us your favorite Christmas memories. It can be some shitty Charles-like story, or it can be something really great like Tony or Phil shared. I just want to hear from y'all. Use the internet, share. Hit me up at FutureX Skeleton on Twitter if you don't want to talk to the show at Almost Daily Pod. I get it. You never know who's going to answer that thing. And thank you so much, everybody.
Yay! It was fun. It's good to be back. It was
It's
a
really
welcome
good to be
break.
back.
Good to be back. It was fun, y'all.
You motherfuckers.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh,
we go.
boy.
Here we go. I streamed last week, and you're like, oh, yeah, we're going to keep a Discord open. Everyone's going to show up. It's going to be a fun time. Hey, look at Philip. Be silly. You know, go underwater, fight some goddamn demons, and we're going to come in, and we're going to do Almost Daily Pod. None of you motherfuckers even showed up.
Dude,
None of you
Well, so,
motherfuckers
in my
even.
defense-
I'm not done. You didn't even give me a text message. Like, I wasn't looking for phone calls. We'd be like, oh no, I gotta reheat this macaroni. I can't make it there. Oh, my
reheating
neighbor's
macaroni's
dog.
hard.
My neighbor's dog, man. It
Got
needs
corona.
it needs some litter. Like, I can't show up. None of you motherfuckers. I was so ready. I was like, oh, God, this is going to be dope. I'm excited to stream. And you left me fucking hanging out there.
I guess you shouldn't have canceled the show then, Phil.
An owl in the night.
So,
Just
Phil,
hooting
I'm
myself.
sorry. I'm addicted to the video game Rust.
Okay.
I don't know, Rust.
I've heard of
I
it.
was playing
First-person
playing
shooter.
Soma, which is a horror non-survival. It's almost the same thing. And you could have played and got into the Discord at the same time.
So, Funches was just chatting, and I was like, I can't miss that. That's,
Tony, you get a pass.
Thank you. But true story. Literally, it was about 8:30, and I remember laying on the couch and pulling the blanket up, going, yo, I'm just gonna chill. I put something on TV. I was like, I'm just chilling tonight. I remember grabbing the blanket and going, oh, I was supposed to check out Phil's stream as the blanket hit, and I was like, well,
As the blanket crested the chest of Tony P, he muttered,
Point of no return.
nah, and he fell asleep.
Nah.
Phil's
Legit.
grown. He'll be okay.
For me, it was, oh, fuck, it's 3 a.m. again. Guess I missed it. I took the whole week off.
I was still going, waiting. No,
Oh, okay. I was going to say,
I normally stop around midnight.
Hey, but I did get up in time. Well, okay, not in time, but I was an hour late to the parade. So I drank a cup of coffee, watched an hour of the parade, and I was like, well, crap, I gotta go take a shower because I had to go to my parents. I get in the shower, I get dressed, I come out, Santa Claus is showing up. They're like, and now, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time every year. And I made it just in time to see Santa. And so I was like 15 minutes late, but I told I was like, sorry, I was watching the end of the parade. Santa showed up. They understood. They got it.
Well, that was the cool thing because like on Thanksgiving, I had to leave so early to get back to Philadelphia, and like as we hit my mom's house, the Christmas part of the parade started. So like the kid got to hang out, watch the Christmas parade part as I was making mashed potatoes for Thanksgiving. So it kind of just worked out perfectly. And he was like,
fun.
"Is that the real Santa?" And I was like, "What
Yes.
do you think?" And he was like, "I do." And I was like, "Shit, yeah, bud."
Yeah, the real Santa makes a stop for Thanksgiving Day parade. That's a given. Please don't use that horrible view. Thank you. Emily in chat mentioned Mele Kaliki Maha. I didn't forget. We just ran out of time, but I was a fan of that one because I lived in Hawaii at the time. It's a Hawaiian thing, so like it was super. And they have a different Santa that's like a Hawaiian Santa that comes in on like. Yeah, he's like a beachy Santa. And so yeah, it was just it's awesome. Is the Macy's Santa like the New Year's ball drop? No, he's not a giant ball of crystal. I think that's what Al Hanley is asking. Yeah. Laura, I don't know what you're asking. Is it like the New Year's ball drop? No.
Yeah, you can't miss it. You can't miss it. No. Time out. This is a callback to a fucking episode way back. You can't miss it. It's an event you cannot miss.
Oh,
I'm on Al Hanley, man.
Yes.
I understand what you're saying.
Dude, you referenced the first time we did this show on Facebook. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? I have no idea I don't know what the first segment was.
God, pay attention.
I knew what she was talking about.
Oh, I had no idea.
He stayed quiet.
That's right. Well, because I thought it was funnier to roast her, but you know,
he wanted to see me squirm. Hey, go ahead and roast your friend about something she's absolutely right about.
Yeah,
that'll go well for you.
Yeah, you're fucking killing it, Tony. You fucking buffoon.
Dummy over here. I don't know what she's talking about.
Hee-haw. The Italian Christmas jackass.
Not wrong, Stealth King. Not wrong.
The Italian Christmas Tony.
So we have a dude who does like a super Christmas light show every year. Until this year, he canceled this year well before COVID. He just needed a break, but he's been doing it for like 20 years. And he only has like
Christmas light show in February.
Steph
last year.
Oh, Steph.
Like he announced last year he wasn't going to do it again. Yeah. So anyway, he only has like 6 songs, and one of them on rotation is Dominic, and he has a little light up donkey and everything. So,
and you have not stolen that donkey yet? What's wrong with you?
Come on, Grinchy. The spirit of Christmas is alive in your heart.
He takes he does this big show. He takes donations, and it's for Make-A-Wish. So, you know,
you're going to hell for sure when you steal it.
Exactly. Yeah. So
it'll be worth it.
That's why I'm giving it some time. Like,
I mean,
when
he'll
I'm
get
ready,
double donations if you steal the donkey.
when I've come to peace with my life and I'm like, I'm ready to go to hell now, then I'm taking Dominic.
Oh shit! Actually, I wonder if Mozart's is doing their thing. Every
You
year,
all right,
the-
Chuck?
Yeah, I'm just trying to
Copyright
read and
goes
listen at
down.
the same time.
Oh boy, here we go. No, I will say this guy didn't cancel his for COVID. Again, it was last year he announced he was like, I'm taking some time off. I need a break. So whatever. They'd be perfect. I mean, you can drive through these things, it'd be good to still do them.
Tony, if you have a car, you can drive through most things. Parade.
But there's no light to music.
Can or should is the question.
All you have to do is turn your radio up in the car, and you've got your music, bud. Look at this peaceful protest. Hee-haw, hee-haw.
By the way,
Gotcha, Swan.
I wouldn't be proud like that.
You wouldn't be
should feel
proud?
You should feel ashamed. Like, oh, I thought of the same thing Phil thought of. There's something wrong with you, and you should be ashamed and concerned for your mental health.
Yeah.
Mike, you say yes, but we are the same person.
That doesn't
And Mike-
mean he's wrong.
Should be ashamed and
And
concerned
concerned.
for his mental health.
And Tony, we're related.
I am not ashamed, but I am concerned for my mental health.
There you go. And that's why you want to text 741-741.
There you go.
Yes.
Boys,
It's getting late.
yeah, can we call it I'm sleepy?
All right. So for your homework, check out
sat
Dominic.
down. That's how you know I'm sleepy.
Check out Dominic and the Christmas Donkey on YouTube, and check out what was the song I mentioned, Mike? Doo-Doo Brown. Doo-Doo Brown on Netflix or on YouTube. And thank you, Emily. See, she knows. And that's it. That's your homework.
This
was
couldn't
super
be
fun.
more fucking accurate. Kit Kat the Cat. Oh
It's
my
so
God.
true. It's so
Oh
true.
my God.
We're like fucking heat
Can we go
miser and cold miser.
I was gonna say, can we go as like two-faced versions of ourselves to Dragon Con next year and just be like, oh yeah, no,
So what are you
this
gonna do?
is
So
Phil.
one side is gonna wear a glasses and a half hat. Is that what you're doing?
A monocle.
no,
not a
glasses.
monocle. A half of glass.
No.
Well, and last year, it would have been both sides are wearing the same fucking glasses.
Yeah.
Before I got LASIK, like it was even worse.
I'll hit you up in
One-
25
hey.
years when that wears off.
Phil, get your D&D butt plug out.
It's in my car.
That's
You
okay.
have a D&D butt plug now?
Yeah, if you
does.
want to give me like 2 minutes, I'll go grab it from the car.
No, I want to go to bed.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
I'll get it for
I don't
next
want
week.
to see that.
Yeah.
Like, not.
Yeah,
I don't,
but
I don't want to
you
see
you
it.
don't
I certainly
want to,
don't
but
wanna
you're
wait for it.
you're going to, and you're gonna have to wait until next week.
I
We're
can't
leaving
wait.
that up as we end.
and he didn't buy it for
gentlemen,
himself.
audience, so much fun. It really does make my week. So thank you all.
It's good to be
And,
back.
We'll see you next week.
Bye, everybody.
fuck?
Thank you.
Oh,
looks
Phil
like
roofied himself.
That looks like